Everybody is here. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
John, you good?
Doesn't.
He said no.
His mic pointed to his mic.
It might no work. It might no work.
No word, no word. Nothing. Still nothing.
What about now?
We
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yes, sir. I don't think we need much of a recap. You guys went to bury the burgomaster of the village of Barovia, and some of you attended the funeral politely, while others snuck off to encounter the vampire that was lying in wait underneath the church of the Morning Star. Constantine came very close to death and is still very close to death with 2 maximum hit points. Currently has 2 hit points. The party decided to travel to a Vistani encampment that was not too far outside, about half a day's travel outside the village of Barovia, but with Constantine's slowing the party down, it has taken you guys much longer to get to the encampment. When the party was about halfway, I'd have to look at a map, but about halfway to the Vistani encampment, you guys encountered like a gallows, and Xeris kind of had like some kind of hallucination, flashback, kind of unsure what was going on. But I think this is where we left off just in this moment. We'll pick up right here. We will pick up at the crossroads. To your left is the long route up to the town of Valaki, and to your right takes you to the Vistani encampment, which also appears to be a shorter route to the town of Valaki. Any questions or comments?
I believe
Before...
our plan, as we stopped last time, was that we were going to the Vistani camp. Everyone remember that the same way that I do?
Yes.
Okay.
The pool.
Did you, Zaris, did you want to do anything? There was the hanging man, and then, well, what did you see? Saw what?
I saw myself.
And then it just kind of disintegrated as we
went
were...
into ash.
Right. So, is there anything left there, like clothes or a bag or remains that need to be buried or anything like that? Just melt away.
Nothing remained.
Okay.
After the body melted away and then like turned into ash and blew away. Nothing left behind, none of the ash even remained. Almost as if nothing was there to begin with.
Then if it's all the same, everyone Say we make this right and keep going the way we were going at our half speed.
Good with me.
Test. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
It helps to actually unmute the mic.
It does.
Just say.
Such thing.
Let me.
I am fully switched over to a Windows laptop that is way more modern than this silly Dell desktop that used to be my mother's from 1998. So I'm hoping I won't have any future problems.
Love that.
Nice.
It sounds like your microphone is fine. Well, that's the best you've sounded.
Yeah, I just switched it. Yeah, I had it clicked back here off by accident. So,
Oh, let's see.
but I've got GG installed. I'm good.
Awesome. All right.
I was sitting. Where did we go? We decided to go into the woods.
We had that whole interaction thing at the gallows, remember? Where Zaris kind of
got all
comes
that.
up.
I was
now
tracking all
we
that.
just
Yep.
we just
Yep.
made right at the fork, so we're headed towards the Vistani camp.
Okay. Dre, you had asked me to do a constitution check. Was that just to get my reaction to whether or not I could play tonight?
No, give me a constitution saving throw, please. With disadvantage.
It
And
says
you all notice.
game paused.
Yes.
I don't know.
You all notice that Zaris is a lot more quiet than usual. After seeing the hanging man.
Yeah. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Six.
Okay.
Hold on. Did anyone else see the hanging man, or it was a hanging man to everyone? But
You all saw
Zaris?
just a random, yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm. Mhm. Sorry, I am almost ready. Okay. You guys continued down the path towards which you believe to be the direction of the Vistani encampment. As you're traveling through the woods, nothing seems out of the ordinary. You guys can control your characters as you wish on the map.
It says game
Mine
pause.
says game paused,
Oh,
waiting on DM.
My bad, sorry. You may now.
Yeah. Or you can sit there. Yeah. Put that on the trash.
Is this a dead body?
Yes. In front of you lies the corpse of a man.
Do I know this man? Have we interacted with this
No.
man?
You do not recognize him. He does appear to be dressed in like similar clothing to some of the other people you've seen in the village of Barovia, not the Vistani. This appears to be a Barovian.
Ismark, do you know this man?
No, I don't recognize him. Does appear to be a scout of some sort. Not many carry arrows.
What does he have? Does he have visible injuries? Bite marks on the neck. Is he bloody?
It's hard to kind of tell what exactly killed him. He's been partially eaten by animals. You could take like a closer look if you wanted to try to really figure out.
Yeah, would that be investigation or perception?
You can do like an investigation or a medicine check, kind of depends on what you're, what you're trying to figure out.
I'm gonna try and diagnose his medical state.
I got a 19.
A 19.
I got a 12.
And a 12.
Lame.
You kind of, you check like his neck for fang marks. You check for like bruising. Was he strangled? Was he in like a fist fight? Was he slashed down? None. You can't find any indications that anything besides like wild animals tore this man apart.
Seems he died of a broken heart, John. I think one of the Vistani dumped him.
Oh, I was going to say, was I supposed to be able to see that thing that was over there?
What thing?
It does.
There was a thing over here. Now it's gone.
I think it's Dez, isn't it? I think it's the Raven. It's Jacob's Raven.
Is it?
Zaris's Raven.
That looked like a monster.
Should we bury the remains? Should we strip him and sell all of his valuables? What do y'all want to do?
Yeah, salute the body.
What do we got?
Although I'm not in too much of a position to do anything, so
I don't really have a bag, so I guess depending on what we take will depend on what he's got on him.
Let's go. Let's see. If somebody wants to give me a D100.
Can you?
A D100. We'll go Malaki can give me a D100 roll. We'll see what you find on the corpse. Did Malachi roll?
It's coming through now. Yikes. 20.
20, not 20. Ooh, that's actually pretty interesting. Give me another D100. Man, does it take this long to like load up a roll?
40.
It's crazy. 6-foot wooden pole. All explosions of light. That's a very. You find a 6-foot wooden pole. Kind of strapped to his back.
I guess you can be a stripper.
well,
That's how he died.
Okay. Yeah.
Where is this pole lodged?
It's on his back.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like he's kind of like laying on it. It's not really, strapped to him. Kind of appears he was carrying it.
Sorry, that was a weird question.
Anybody watch The Righteous Gemstones?
No.
Did you grab the pole?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll grab it. In
Yeah,
my
as you pick it
offhand.
up, you kind of feel like a
Tingly.
tinge of power coming from it.
Nice.
If I cast
Uh,
detect, if I
This
cast
ball gives you a
detect,
tingle.
if I cast detect magic as a ritual, does it still use a spell slot?
No, but it does
just takes
take
10 minutes.
10
It just
minutes.
takes 10
11
minutes to do it. Okay. And I would have to be standing still to do that, or could I be like casting it as I walk?
You'd have to be still.
Okay. All good. All right. I'll. I guess now I've got the silver sword in my right and my new stick in my left.
Okay.
You can you can take the time to do that. We can take game time for you to
Yeah. Let me
detect
just.
magic.
Yeah. Let me just. I'll.
I'm in no hurry.
I'll sit down. I'll sit down and I'll begin like inscribing like a rune, kind of like a magic circle into the dirt on the path. And then I guess at the end of the 10 minutes, it'll start glowing and I'll lay the staff on it to get a magical
Okay.
reading
What is
of it.
the rest of the party doing as Malachi?
We'll walk over to
I'm-
Varys and be like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? What's on your mind?"
I'm gonna finish working on Constantine's whip
Love that.
per the way we described it, Dre.
Okay.
Where are you, Luke?
Huh?
Why don't I see you?
I'm right
Where
next
are
to
you?
the body.
Which?
Right next to the body, off to the right of it.
Oh, dang it! I'm on draw. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna lean against this tree here and doze off.
Okay. Let me find. Did we get? What was Zaris doing?
Talking to Al.
What are you guys talking about?
I asked him.
Did you see a
what his-
body on hanging from that gallows?
Yeah, really weird. It appeared and then it disappeared.
What did the body look like to you?
Just looked like a regular guy. Did you see it?
Yes, I saw. It seemed like somebody I used to know.
Is that person?
I'm gonna say do. Because now it's just somebody that he used to know. No, I'm still dozing. But that's the song that's going through my head when he says that.
Was this person a friend?
No.
I was pretty close to him at one point.
Huh.
I didn't know if I'd ever see him again. But I don't know if he was actually there or not.
Kalen, let me get a d20 for. This is a roll for you working on your what is it? It's inscription, or enchantment.
19. Let's go.
Okay. 19 is good. You make good progress. Yeah, you want to give a quick description of what you're working on, how it looks?
I wasn't able to make the exact explosive device as per our agreement for Constantine, but I was able to add some barbs that acts differently at the end of the whipping motion to add some damage.
With a 18, can Des see if anything's going on? 18 perception.
With an 18? 18's pretty good. Some would say perfect lethal. On an 18, does notice something's going on, coming from the northeast. There's definitely somebody sneaking around through the woods. Des cannot hear them, but he is able to see like glimpses of movement off in the trees. Not too far off either. You know, about 40 feet.
That was me raising my hand.
You were raising your hand?
The meow.
Whoa, what is Dez's?
120 feet, blind sight.
Alright, I'm gonna cut that down.
That's what his vision is, though.
Yeah, I know. I kind of cut the vision down a little bit just for these maps.
Okay. Since we're out.
Yeah.
From Barovia.
I am cheesing the vision. It won't affect like if you're hitting attacks and such, but
guys, I
okay,
believe
yeah.
we have some people in the woods coming at us from the northeast.
How
I'll
far
hand
along?
Constantine back his whip, and I'll work on this later. You'll probably need this.
How far along am
Thank
I
you.
into the ritual?
Say again?
How far along am I into the detect magic ritual?
Let's find out. About 80% of the way. It's been about 8 minutes.
Ooh, I'm gonna get in front of Malaki.
I think we need to get Constantine. Yeah. We just need to make sure that nothing's.
Oh!
Oh god. I could do this later.
Do you guys see that?
Well, you wouldn't know this was going on unless we
I
knocked
think
you out of
Zars-
your trance.
Oh, would I not? As I'm doing a ritual? Okay.
Well, I mean, you're focused on the ritual, so
I guess
You
so.
want to be perceptive? I think you could hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys,
What's
I
y'all's
see,
opinion?
I see stuff in the woods.
Okay, should I stop? I'm almost done.
I can't tell what they are.
We need to protect Constantine. Can you buff him at all? Can you do anything to like do false life or armor or anything?
Here, let me check real
We'll
quick.
protect him.
Oh, they're closing in. Oh my god. Let's
90%
see.
maybe? 95?
I'm casting Shield of Faith on Constantine.
it's-
I don't know what it does.
I mean, you're about 90%. It's been about a minute. Nothing's happened. Probably about a minute or two.
Constantine, will you add 2 to your AC?
2 to my AC. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. There is a way to do that, right? Temporarily.
Yeah. I think if you click on your
Override AC, override base, additional magic bonus. Here we go. 2. And it's from what?
Shield of Faith.
How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to pull out my shield, and I'm just going to have my shield in one hand and a whip in the other hand so that I can increase my AC a little bit to with that.
I'm
Did we
summoning
rest
a
or-
spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'm still going.
Did we rest or not last time?
No,
No.
Did
we did
Got
not.
it.
No, we didn't. Half of my spell slots are gone.
Just
Alright.
making sure that mine were nuked
I didn't
too.
mean to do that. My bad.
Malachi has about a minute left on his ritual. Any other actions anybody wants to take?
Is there a way to put a weapon on the map?
Put a weapon on the map.
Yeah, it's an actual weapon that's apart from me.
Like it's like a flying spectral weapon.
The
That's pretty
spiritual.
cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I can find something like this.
That looks like the staff.
You summon the stick.
I summoned the stick.
You
that's
saw
all-
you
that's-
saw the stick as your inspiration for your
That's
spiritual
it. I
weapon.
summoned the stick.
It
Yeah,
should be a.
it's just a copy of the stick.
Just an exact replica. That's the only thing you could come up with. Yeah, rituals complete. What is the party? You guys are kind of on edge right now. You know, something's sneaking around in the woods. Do we want to investigate? Do we want to get out of here? Do we want to, be the first to act? What is the party thinking? What are we trying to do?
I would investigate with Daz at least. Like, because he's invisible, so he can go look.
I'm gonna
Is he?
turn up the perception, just looking around with my red glowing eyes, see if I can see anything.
Alright, so we're just kind of trying to sit still and
I'm curious
Kinda-
if I
Yeah.
just got like a nuke tube. Possibly.
say again.
Go. No. Go ahead, Kalen.
Out of game question. I have my cannon that I typically attach to Mazzino, right? But I can
Yeah.
attach it. It can technically walk on its own. What if I put my cannon on Dez? Can he turn? Does he turn the cannon invisible too? And it's a bonus action to fire it, so you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
How much does it weigh? More than
And- Oh yeah.
It's tiny. It fits on my homunculus, which
It
is
says
also
any
tiny.
equipment the Raven
But he's a
wears
bird.
or
He's an
carries
African
is
swallow?
invisible with it.
Is invisible with it?
Yeah.
Dre, what's your ruling on this?
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not, but I will
didn't-
look
I mean-
into it after.
Yeah.
So we can
This
go
is-
with it for now.
Currently out scouting.
Yeah, when he
Jake,
comes
why do you
back,
have a black eye?
Playing basketball today.
Okay, sorry.
Got in a fight with a cop.
Typical.
Okay, let's get a perception from Constantine. Let's get a perception from Dez.
I'm not very perceptive today.
Ooh, that's with a +4.
Nice.
Daz is feeling very perceptive.
Yeah, Dez catches a hint of this. It looks like some kind of humanoid. Even possibly human. That he's kind of spied two of them down here on the south. But he did notice others before. But he's lost sight of them. These, people are kind of wearing, they're wearing like masks. They have long hair. They have a bunch of stuff like twigs, like almost like camouflage, just all throughout their hair. Their clothing is brown, green. Some of them are wearing furs, dark colors, like they're trying to blend in. Des rolled a 19.
Yep. 16 plus 3.
They don't appear to be hostile necessarily. It's been, you know, what, like 3 minutes since Des first got sight, and they were within 50 feet of the party.
Des will say to one of them, "Do you mean harm?"
This one that is right next to him.
But he is
Um,
invisible still.
Yeah, it's gonna flee.
Okay.
Nice.
He's gonna try to find another one and tell him we mean no harm. If he can find another one, I don't know.
You can give me a, what is this, survival? Trying to track somebody down.
Okay. What is survival wisdom?
Yes.
A 5.
Yeah, Des can't find any more.
Okay. Well, Duz didn't seem to think that they were hostile, so maybe we keep going. Maybe they're just scouts for the pool or the Vistani.
My ritual is done now, yes?
Yeah.
What am I holding? Or what do I know about
yeah, there's
what I'm holding?
definitely, give me just an Arcana roll.
Come on,
We'll
big nat
see.
20, big nat 20.
This is, you are holding a magical item.
It's not quite the identify spell.
Yeah, it's a 6. It's definitely
What
got
is-
some magic.
I guess.
Yeah, you feel like if you like hold this, you know, this is like, there's something magical about this. You feel like you could probably point it in a direction.
And surge some
And-
mana through it, maybe.
Something might happen.
So, for now, I add it to my inventory as...
A 6-foot wooden pole.
It's just a staff.
Load
Yeah, it's a magic
more.
staff.
Load
No,
more.
it's
It's
a magic
Longer than a staff.
6-foot wooden pole.
He just
Where do I
graduated. It's
even
just a
find that?
wizard that just graduated.
I'm definitely
How-
taking a nap if he tries it out. I don't want to see that.
How long does it take to attune to something?
I would say a long rest, maybe a short rest.
Okay.
I think it is a long rest.
Another reason we should take one, John?
Yeah, long rest.
Okay.
Okay, what? We're gonna keep hanging out here.
I'm good to keep tracking.
Yeah, Sam.
My pole
Okay.
disappears. You can get rid of it.
Wait, did we just take the long rest?
No,
No,
No.
just 11
Oh.
minutes.
a 10-minute rest.
Bet.
Okay, adventuring on. Let's see. You continue down through the woods. Slowly. Time continues to pass. It does begin to get darker out as you're going down. You try to move as fast as you can, but you are encumbered by Constantine. despite the slow speed, the party does continue on and press on. Oh, here it is. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several 100 feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside of a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strands of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around the bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge.
Is this the encampment we're looking for?
It definitely appears to be.
Ismark speaks up. Yes, this is of the Stani for sure.
Do we see anybody we recognize from the inn? Or do we even see anybody?
Let me see. What's everybody's vision set to? You see people. You don't immediately recognize anybody. There are like over a dozen faces. Give me a moment. I will give. What is?
I mean, I didn't talk to them, so
I recognize those
I
ladies
may
on
not.
the left. Just kidding.
I was
Yeah, a couple of you guys had like real conversations with them.
Yeah, I never really spoke to them. I'm kind of apprehensive about them, to be completely honest. I'm pretty sure they're.
I think
Do I
Tyson
see any
talked to
of
him.
the? Yeah. Do we see any of the? Do I see any of the females that I spoke to?
Sorry.
You guys are still just outside of the encampment. From where you're standing, you don't recognize anybody.
Okay, I'll try to walk in, I guess.
Right. Let's. God, I keep forgetting. What's her name? Irina. Okay. Okay. Did I get everybody in here?
Is here. Underneath Ismark.
Okay. Yeah. In front of you is a bunch of Vistani. They are kind of like it looks like they're celebrating, but they're just, drinking, having a good time. Telling stories. One of them's kind of just strumming away at a little guitar instrument. Do you guys want to? Are you guys hesitant? Are you trying to spy on them? Are you gonna walk up and introduce yourselves? They're not really. They're not really. They're kind of enveloped within themselves to notice you guys from a distance.
I'll just walk up.
I'd walk up with them and try to introduce myself.
Hello there.
Oi, hello. Ooh, adventurers, are you?
Oh, yes, we
Yes.
were told to come from the inn.
Oh, our sisters from the inn sent you.
Oh, shit. I just
We were
made
wondering if you had a
fucking
resting
mess.
place for one of our adventuring party.
Adventure? What's, we got places to rest. What? Oh, he doesn't look too well, does he?
No.
Looks like you had a run-in with, what the hell happened to your neck?
Are we up there? Constantine, did you
I
walk in
say
with them?
you should, yeah, you should see the other guy.
Oh, the other
I'm
guy.
staying out here
I
with
don't
this,
think
Mark.
there was a guy you were tussling with, man. Looks like you
Well,
had a run-in with Strahd himself. Except if it was Strahd himself, you wouldn't be here, would you?
no, probably not. But it was definitely one of his offspring.
One of his offspring? Interesting.
I'm giving them the side eye how to see how they respond to that, because I'm convinced that they're on his side.
Yeah, give me a...
Insight?
Give me an insight.
Insight. 11.
You it's hard to tell. You're messed up. And it's actually going to be roll with disadvantage. All of your checks are going to be with disadvantage because you have 2 levels of
Oh, okay.
exhaustion. So give me one more.
Oh, that's right.
Give me one more inside roll. We'll see if that gets you
The
anything.
exact same thing.
Okay, so I mean on an 11, you do, you're messed up. You're, just to be able to concentrate on anything besides breathing is, takes a lot of skill in this moment. But you're able to kind of pull yourself together and scan, and you do catch, a couple of the Vistani kind of make like almost like a squint. Very subtle reaction to your comment.
Okay.
You don't mind me asking. You said this was one of Strahd's. How do you know this?
Just a guess.
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
Just a guess. Well, interesting still. What was this? One of Strahd's werewolves? One of his direwolves? A Strahd zombie?
Give me a second. I'm trying to think how to best respond to this. RP. It was an innocent, and we removed his pain.
Okay, I got no idea what the hell that means. You must be really messed up from that thing. Come, take a rest. He directs you towards this, what the heck is it? This cart just behind you. You can spend the night here. There's, blankets, pillows. We just clean. The rest of you are welcome to food, drinks.
What time of day is it? Did you say already?
It's kind of like evening. You guys were probably marching for about 8 to 10 hours. So
Okay.
it is coming to about evening time. Somewhere from 8 p.m. to midnight.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take him up on his offer, and I'm gonna go lay down. Is it over here?
Just to the south of where
South.
you were.
This?
Does anybody know where the ping is? Yeah, where Dez is.
Oh, Des. Okay.
If I could, yeah, if anybody knows how to ping, please let me know. Okay, so
Just double
Constantine's
click.
trying. Well,
Double click.
oh, shit. Is that me? Okay.
Oh, that was. Now everybody's doing it.
Right there.
Everybody stop.
Right there.
The camera there.
Okay, Constantine is grabbing. Is there anything else Constantine wants to do when is he just crashing out? Does he got
No,
anything
I'm gonna look the place over. You said it's a wagon, right? Like a barrel wagon. Okay, so I'm gonna look the place over. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have like a little trap door or something in it for quick escape. But I'm gonna look for those things. And if I can find that, I am gonna actually sleep on top of that with my shield. Kind of using my shield as a blanket like that. I'm just gonna lay so that my shield's. I'm gonna curl up in a fetal position and.
Okay. Yep. There is a hatch. You're laid up on top of it. The front and back are tied up, and tied up from the inside too, and where you came in from from the side entrance can also be.
And when you're looking around, you
tied
touch a invisible bird that squawks at you.
Is he gonna watch over me?
Yeah.
All right. Malachi. What is Malachi? What is Al?
What is
What's
Al?
doing? What's he doing?
Who is Al? What is Al?
What's going on in Al's mind? He's surrounded by all these beautiful men and women.
He's kind of too timid to talk to any of them, so he kind of just cowers behind whoever he's next to. Caitlin.
Okay. What is Kaylin? What's going on in Kaylin's mind?
For now, Kaylin's probably gonna touch up more of Constantine's whip while Constantine isn't able to use it.
Okay, you're gonna walk up to the wagon, try to get his whip from him? Okay. We can go ahead and go through with that. Kaylin approaches the wagon.
Hey, Constantine, let me finish making more additions to your whip while you rest.
Yes, please. Thank you. I sigh and then close my eyes again. I'll push it to him.
You.
Oh, did I ask you to do both or just one of my whips?
I think it was just one when you first did it.
Okay, that's fine for now. We'll see how it works, and then I may have you do the other one.
Sweet. And it may be better with them stronger too, so.
Okay. Constantine hands over his whip.
You want another D20?
We will do that after the long rest.
Okay.
I do take out my other whip and have it near me so that I can either in my hand or whatever, so that I'm not defenseless if I have to wake up quickly.
Right.
I didn't mean to roll that.
Malachi, what is he doing? Oh shit.
I don't like these people at all. I don't like them one bit.
My bad.
What were the siblings'
I'm-
names?
Ismark and
Ismark
Elaine?
and Irina.
Irina.
Koliana.
I'll walk front and center. And I'm gonna ask what their relation is to these lands. Are they just traveling through? Or have they been here long? I want to know what they're interested in talking about themselves.
Yeah, you just kind of generally ask them like, "Hey, what's your story? What's
Yeah.
what's going on?"
How long have they been in the area?
One of like an older, like maybe mid 30s woman, but still, very beautiful, well dressed. She introduces herself.
Hello, I'm Katiana. I've been traveling through these lands ever since I was a child. Some of us here are new. Vistani, many of us never even come to Barovia, but Barovia can be beautiful and profitable, so we tend to come through just as the wind, takes us. So sometimes we come, sometimes we go. Sometimes the wind is nowhere in sight, so we just stay put.
When you say profitable, what is your trade? Odds and ends, or
We sell all sorts of things. We sell potions, we sell spice, drinks, booze. That's how we get the wine out here. We are merchants of a type.
where are these things manufactured?
In Barovia, you have the wizard vines. Wizard wines out to the west. That's only place in Barovia, but long way to go from the wizard wines. Out here to the east. That's where, that's one way we make some coin.
What does it take to become a Vistani? You said that some were new. So you do
Well,
add
Vistani's in
additional
our blood.
in your blood.
New ones. She points over to a couple of the younger women to her right.
Lydia and Tatiana are they're new, they're just kids, but very experienced too.
Just kind of look over
One
at
of the
Zars.
women, one of the girls walks up to Al and tries to tickle him.
Whoa. Do I know you?
You want to know me?
She kind of smiles. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Al.
Let's see. Not 20.
Damn, really?
Damn.
Damn, she grabs you hard. She grabs your wrist.
but I mean, you were just sweating so profusely, just leading up to this encounter, that you're able to just, like, I mean, she's got you with like a 22. She's got you. But you were so sweaty that you're able to slip your hand out, and take a step away from her before she can, go on a full-blown tickling spree, which you can see in her eyes. She is very well inebriated and looking for a tickle fight with a stranger.
I say, "Whoa, lady, I don't know you."
Oh, you're no fun. She pouts and goes back to the fire.
Why is Al upside down?
Izzy, you might need a refresh. Maybe I need a refresh.
I see it as
Sorry,
upside down as well.
these hotkeys are. I needed a refresh.
This man narrowly dodged being tickled.
That did just happen. Do you have any magic users in your range? Any wizards or sorcerers?
Magic users? No. God, no. The only one that can claim any type of magic is Madame Eva herself. But it's, less flashy, more telly. Yeah, she loves to talk. If it's late, I don't know how long you want to stay up, but Madame Eva's over there in her tent. I'm warning you right now, she will rattle on all night.
I like
So
to
I
talk.
hope you didn't have any plans for rest.
Will she be here in the morning?
Eva's, she's an old crone, so if she'll be alive in the morning, we don't know, but she'll certainly be here. She kind of like laughs to herself. Kind of goes back and sits down. Everybody, they kind of break off into like little, they kind of start little side conversations, and they're like whispering to each other and like laughing at jokes and drinking more wine.
Can I whisper under my breath to Ismark and be like, "Oh, there he goes."
Were you trying? Are you gonna be able to get his attention before he steps away?
Can I try to grab his arm?
Yeah. Give me a athletics check. We'll just. He's not trying to evade. you.
22.
Okay. Yeah, you like grab his mark hard, violently. Whoa, oh, okay, Al? Ow, okay, yeah, you got
Keep
me.
it down. Don't make a scene.
Okay, what is it?
Are we okay here? Are we gonna be safe tonight with these people?
Yeah, why, it's the Vistani are, overly joyous, but we shouldn't have any issues. We'll be safe here.
Okay. Al kind of like relaxes his shoulders and just sighs and relaxes.
Okay. Miss Mark leans up, and Irina lean up against the outside of this wagon. Kind of find like a little spot where they're gonna kind of set up for the night. Okay.
Zaris, I don't like this.
Zaris.
Well,
What
not-
is Zaris?
Not one time have we slept since the mist and something gone right. And this, above all, does not feel right. I don't think I'm gonna sleep.
That's fair. Well, I might like to go party a little bit more. It's been a long day.
Yeah. You
Might
do
go
that.
dance with them.
See if you can get any more information. See if you can figure out what their relation is.
I want to know what.
Strahd.
I just want to know what happened in Barovia. Like, where did Strahd come from?
I'm more worried about where their allegiances lie.
Yeah, but maybe they'll tell me that in the way that they tell the story of Barovia.
I'll just go lean up against the outside of the wagon. With my hood.
Getting some action there, Al.
Yeah, I guess.
Not your cup of tea.
Strangers aren't my cup of tea. Are you, what are you doing?
Understood. Well, I might go dance with them, listen to some tales around the campfire, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll be here if you need me.
Don't want to join in.
Probably not.
It's a good time.
Maybe later.
Fair enough.
Al props himself up, his back against this caravan.
Okay. Okay, what was Malachi doing?
I'm leaning up against the outside of the wagon.
Gotcha. You're
There.
posted up to. What is Zaris trying to do? Is he trying to chit chat? Is he trying to?
Yeah, he's just
What's-
gonna go. If there's people dancing, dance with them. If they're around the campfire telling stories, he'll ask about the fall of Barovia, if anybody knows what happened.
Okay. So Zaris is kind of just like hanging out, making like little small comments, just trying to blend in. Go ahead and give me we'll just do a charisma roll. Let's see how. Yeah, let's just go.
14.
Was that just charisma? We'll do
Yeah.
performance. So add your performance modifier.
I think it's the same. Yeah, 14.
0.
No,
All right.
plus 4.
Oh, okay. So 19 or 18.
No, I rolled a 10. It's a 14.
Oh, gotcha. 14. Yeah, you're kind of just there. You're not really making this kind of, just you're blending in just fine. As you're, there after like a few minutes, one of the Vistani kind of breaks out. The one who you initially encountered, he breaks out into a story. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. He looks at you. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. And when the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground,
but they were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body. To see if he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away. Crazy story, huh?
Quite the tale. Is that why you say magic is only for Strahd? Because it obviously wasn't for that wizard.
Yeah. You think your magic's anything compared to Strahd's? You better think again.
Understandable. I might be a charismatic wizard myself, but I'm not that dumb.
Yes. Charismatic wizard, you say?
I like to think so.
Interesting. Let's see. Anything else Eris wants to do? Any more inquiries before?
Was our plan to look around in the morning, just after we took a long rest?
It
like-
Does anybody want to chime in?
I was prepared for bed.
I'd like to just see these potions that they had been talking about. If it's based on a backpack, I don't think we have the money, but
You want to do that now, or you're just?
I was just telling the group.
I'm
Oh,
not sure I
right,
want
is-
to ingest anything from these people at this point, but you're more than welcome
Yeah,
to.
we don't have to actually drink it.
You're
I
more
just
than
like to look at them.
We could have Des try it.
welcome. I trust
I don't
Des
know
more
if he
than
would.
you, Al.
Is Malachi staying up tonight?
He's gonna attempt to. I think he's gonna fall asleep outside, which he's had great experience with, but he's pretty exhausted.
Okay.
All
right, everybody else is going to bed?
A lot of spell casting.
Yes.
I would try to
Yep.
find cover.
I will.
Like, I wouldn't want to go to sleep outside.
Okay. Where is Zeris trying to find cover?
He's just asking around. Even if he has to sleep with Tickle Monster, you know?
Are we assuming that the cart that they're in is full? That the cart that they gave our party is full? Or are you just trying to get laid?
No, I assumed it was full. If it's not full, I sleep in there.
Is everybody in? Looks like Al's outside, Malachi's outside. There is Spot in that wagon that they were in.
I will sleep there then.
Okay, so
It's like crawl over Constantine.
Al.
Yep, I was dazing off. Oh, who said that?
Hold the staff for a second.
oh,
and
is
tell me
is
what you
Alan's?
think.
No, Al's outside.
Yeah, I was outside.
Hold the
What'd you
staff.
say?
Hold the staff for a second and tell me what you think. Or I'm sorry, D. Oh.
Okay. It's in my hands. And I say, Can I do a perception?
Yeah.
Roll 4. Do I sense anything?
You rolled a 4?
Yes.
Okay. Which direction is Al pointing the staff in?
Towards me. Towards me. Towards me.
No,
Towards me.
no. Al's looking at you, but he has it sideways. One towards Irina, the head of it, and no, the head of it's towards the camp,
Oh.
and the base is towards. Well, I don't know. One's pointed towards the camp, and one's pointed toward Irina. It's a stick. I don't know what's the top and the bottom.
Yep. Al like picks up this stick and like tries to focus all of his energy into figuring out what this thing is. And when he does, he hears a loud whistle coming out of the end.
Does a 17
flying
on
towards-
athletics? Can I jump in front of it? A 17 on athletics, please.
No, and it flies towards the party. Not the group of Vistani, and then like explodes, and like a giant sparkly fire. And then a bunch of little frilly bits
cool.
fly out from that and crackle out from there. And finally ends with a loud pop. The Vistani are all stunned for a second, and then they all start cheering and dancing. And one of them starts like really playing, really going at it with his little ukulele.
What the hell was that?
What was that, Al?
I don't know.
Give
And
give
I
me
just
that.
kinda-
Give me that back. I just yank it back.
Yeah, that is a 6-foot wooden pole that can be activated to create small explosions of colored light and sound within 20 feet of the wielder.
The staff of fireworks.
Tasha's staff of dazzling lights or something like that.
Mm. Interesting. Thank you, Al.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. Alrighty then.
After that, Al takes a rest. Al's outside.
Mhm.
Irina, everybody's outside. Everybody's going to bed. Don't roll your don't click reset till the morning. We need to see if Malachi stays awake. Malachi stays awake for a couple hours. Just long enough to see all the Vistani kind of drift off to their own tents. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Malachi. 10? 10's not bad. You're able to stay awake for a couple more hours if you wish.
I can stay up for a couple more hours if I wish, but I'm not really trying to miss the long rest. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drift off if that's all right.
Okay.
Very much so. I mean, I'm asleep. You can't be defensive while asleep.
Give me a perception check before you fall asleep.
I hate this game.
We're dead.
9.
You hear a voice from the darkness, from the west.
Intimidating, groggling, whining, moaning.
I was about to do the voice.
Hey, you.
I am immediately the staff that Al just showed me what it does in the direction that I hear it immediately.
You're using it?
It's
Well,
like coming
where?
from the woods, right? It's coming from the woods, not
Yeah.
from in the camp.
Somewhere over here.
At this point, how long has everybody been asleep?
Couple hours.
Hey.
Hold on. Goodbye.
Does that mean we at least get a short rest?
I don't know. Y'all aren't awake yet. Are they?
I think
They wait.
short is 4, right?
It would be. I think a short can be like 1 to
Okay.
1 to 2 hours. So it would be if
Al.
I don't know if
Al,
that
you're
actually
not
helps anyone.
Al, you're sleeping outside, right? Or are you in the other car?
Mhm. No, I'm sleeping outside.
Al!
I'm just.
Al!
I like wake up. I'm looking at the sky. I'm like,
Come here!
hello?
Come here!
Is there any light?
Embers from the fire, I guess?
it's dark. There is like kind of like moonlight, but it
Okay.
is pretty dark. You can see. I mean, you probably got about 10 feet,
I
maybe
go.
20 feet. Malachi
Oh.
can't see shit actually. You can see about 20 feet.
I say, Malaki, is that you?
Yes,
You
come
can
here.
see Malaki. Malaki can't see you.
Come here.
What's going on?
Listen.
I'm listening.
Hell no! Hell no!
I back up back
Can you
to the
s-
caravan.
Can you see anything? I back up with him.
No. What was that? I think we should wake the others.
I'm gonna call out. No, I'm not. I don't even know what to say to it. I just want it dead. I want it dead so fast.
All right, coming from
Whoa!
over here.
I was holding my guy. Hold on.
Bring it
Like
back.
it gets flung across the map.
That does not happen.
78 points of force damage, and you are blown to hell.
Coming from over here. You hear the voice.
Don't wake them, they're sleeping.
I turn. I go, who's there?
I'm Timothy.
Uh,
Can I come
Are-
in?
are you a Vistani, Timothy?
Can I come in?
I look at Malaki and I just look at him and I'm like, do we let him in?
Everyone get up. I'm shaking the wagon that the party's in.
All right.
Al, do
You're
not
waking
let them
everybody
in.
up.
Yes, I'm waking them up.
All right, everybody, wake up. Is anybody resistant? What's Kalen doing in this instant? Here's Malachi
Kalen-
screaming.
Kalen didn't hear it. He's a lot more tired from working all day. He's dead asleep.
All right, Zaris. You hear Malachi yelling, "Wake up!"
What's happening?
Fairly certain the camp is being surrounded by vampires. And they are requesting permission in.
Well,
I raise my
I told you
finger.
not to let you in, or not to invite them.
I said, it just sounds like children
Al,
in
shut
my
up.
professional.
If they're asking
Out
to
of
get
game.
in,
Out of game, I'm just asking, are they asking to get in to the wagon or to the clearing?
We were standing
So, I
outside,
don't know,
so
I'm
it looks
just-
We don't
like
know.
it looks like they just
You're
want to come
standing
into the
outside.
camp.
Okay.
It looks
Yeah,
like they
we're
want to come
outside.
I
into
don't
the
think
camp.
vampires need permission to enter a clearing. You don't own that. I don't know.
This one's requesting it.
Well, we don't know what they are. Al doesn't.
We were told not to give anything permission to come in, so I would assume that means them too.
Timothy, hell no.
Hello? I'm calling out to the where I last heard Timothy.
You call out and don't hear anything. No response.
I look at Malaki and I'm like, great, now we look crazy.
I try to go by Arena and make sure she's still there.
Irina
Better
and
crazy than dead.
Ismark are both kind of slouched up against the like front where the horses would be typically
Okay.
strapped in. They're both like leaning up against the carriage, fast asleep.
Okay.
Do you want to look around, Malaki?
Leave the camp?
We just kind of stay on the borders of the camp.
I can't see shit.
Do you want to look around, Des?
Does he?
I don't know.
Does Des have a choice?
Maybe. He doesn't answer. I can't see him.
Oh crap, sorry. What's
No,
going
you're good.
on?
I asked Des if he wanted to look around, and then I rolled, and I said
Gotcha.
he doesn't answer, and I can't see him.
Out of RP, can Des? I'll ask you later.
Okay.
Never mind.
Or you can DM me or whatever.
Yeah, I'll.
Maybe we.
Not a big prize.
I'm assuming I'm still asleep, right? I mean, how many hours have I been sleeping?
Yeah, what? We didn't get back to you to see how you reacted. You heard, you can hear. You're dead asleep. I mean, is Constantine knocked out? Can you hear Malachi, from a shout, or is he just like comatose?
I feel like
I
you might
have to believe.
knocked out.
Yeah, I have to believe I'm as comatose as possible.
Right. Yeah. We could do a perception with disadvantage if you want to, just to see if Constantine's even aware.
Okay, perception.
You
I'm
might wanna
okay if I'm
spell it.
not, by the way. But
Yeah. This is just like
oh,
give me
yeah,
a dream.
I am dreaming of fighting
Oh, yeah.
vampires.
Yep, like a bunch of beautiful naked vampires. That's what Constantine's. Constantine is knocked out. He will not wake up from verbal shouting.
Can I knock on this caravan door to see if anyone's in it?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
that one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hello?
You knock. You don't. Nobody answers, but you do hear snoring. Snoring come from inside.
Can I bang on the door?
You want to bang on it? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. What is it?
Hi. I'm Al. So I'm not from around here, and there's something that's asking to enter your camp, and I was just wondering if you knew a Timothy?
Oh, just don't let him in. Go to bed.
Oh, Well, okay.
Yeah, he lays back down and goes back to sleep.
Sorry to disturb you. I go back to the group and I say, "Hey guys, the Vistani don't really seem too concerned, so maybe we're okay."
Good night. Zars goes back in the wagon.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I'll just go here, on the outside of it with my back up against it and fall asleep.
All right, Al.
Al just puts his back against the wagon again and goes back to sleep.
All right. Everybody goes back to sleep. Just before you guys doze off, way out in the distance, you're here. Okay, everybody long rested. We will come back to the morning. Let's see, where is everybody? You guys rise and shine. There's a couple new faces around town. Seems like there were a few more Vistani that were sleeping, not enjoying the festivities. Everybody's passing around some bread and cheese, typical Vistani rations.
Do I have my modified whip back?
Yeah, you and Kalen were sleeping in the same. Yeah, let's go ahead and give Kalen completed your whip. You know, he probably had another hour and a half left of work, so he was able to go through. With that modification, yeah. What is this mod to the whip that Kalen just did?
Like caltrips added to the end, kind of thing. I mean, it may not be full caltrips, but the intent was to do some additional damage. I might do some, Indiana Jones style grappling. I don't know if that's going to be possible in this version of it. But
we settled, Trey, if I remember when you and I talked about it. I wouldn't be able to do the exploding caltrips, but I can attach them to the ends of the whip. So that way we said, like, what was it, a D4 or 2, something like that, of extra damage. And it was like dot or whatever, like they would take a D4 on their turn, the enemy would.
Yeah, I believe it was when an attack lands with the whip at the end of the enemy's next turn, they take 1d4.
Piercing would probably be
1d4
the best.
damage. I don't know what type of damage. Something explodey, right?
Force to be explodey.
Yeah, we can go force damage. I'm okay with that.
That's lit. 1d4 force.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't see.
It wasn't, and this wasn't something that was like in the inventory either. This is what Dre and I came up with. Modifier what, by the way?
Yeah, so you'll have to make a note of that. But
I am.
yeah, so it's like that one weapon is enchanted, so you land an attack. It does like a delayed 1d4 force damage. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And that enchant goes away
at the end of the enemy's. Oh, it goes away if you die. Okay.
Yup.
Let me take a note.
Hmm. And that does use up one of your slots.
Yep, so I just have my homunculus and his whip.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get the
right.
idea that when Al...
Did you name it?
I'll let y'all finish up. Wait, hold on.
Did you give my whip a name, or do I need to give it
No.
a name?
No, I gave you the inscription stone so you can do it yourself.
Whippy whippy bang bang.
It's called the wig. Whip it good. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da.
The wig.
Wig. Whip it good.
Did I get the idea last night after Al attempted to murder all the Vistani that whenever he handed the staff back, did it feel like it was charged, or it's just a trait of this staff or pole?
Yeah, no charges.
It
It's
just feels.
just,
How thick is it?
you.
Is it thick?
I mean, like, you could probably crack somebody's skull with it, right? Like, it's a.
Do I get the idea that I could snap it over my knee?
I mean, it would
Would it hurt?
hurt.
It would hurt.
It would hurt, and you might not be able to do it, but you know, it's possible. I mean, it's.
I look around
You
for
know.
a saw in the camp. I assume they're probably manufacturing some things.
Yeah, you wanna dig around. You
I
just
wa-
wanna
yeah,
look for a saw.
I just want to see if there's
You
a
don't
saw
want-
laying around. Like, is there anyone that's like making tables whenever they set up camp, or like a wood workstation laying around anywhere?
Yeah, like right now, nobody's doing woodworking. They're all crowding around the fire for breakfast.
Okay.
But you're more than welcome to do an investigation to search the camp. While you're doing that, what is Xeris doing?
Just around the campfire, listening, hanging out.
18.
Yeah, over here you kind of see like some looks like some tools, and you're able to find a saw. A couple different saws, actually.
Okay. I'm gonna saw it in half. Like, so 3 feet. Does the power go away? Or can I feel the power in both?
You just brute force saw through the.
Yeah, just eyeball the middle and just.
I mean, we're gonna have to go for it with an Arcana check. Let's see.
I'm not
you
trying to take too long with this.
Just give me an Arcana.
18.
Yeah, on an 18, it seems like I'll say you saw it in half, but the range of each is reduced by half. So you got
So
10
10.
foot. You got
Okay.
like a club that
I'm gonna
shoots fireworks 10 feet away from you.
I don't know if I'll trust it with it. I'm gonna take the other half to Kalen. Did he see? He was in the wagon. He didn't see what happened last night, did he?
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Kalen, I don't know if you can do anything with this, being a craftsman of sorts, but it appears that it might not do any damage, but it might be a good distraction or surprise type of thing, maybe to get a quick idea of what's going on. We'll test it out later whenever we're not at camp, and I'll show you what it does. But here, just maybe you can
Did just hand
modify
me
it.
a stick?
Well, no, I'll show you later. And look,
Okay.
mine's just a little bit bigger. Just for reference.
Oh, this is what you're doing. I already said you were the leader. You don't have to make me the second in command or anything.
No, really, I'm wondering. I don't really know how you're out of game. I don't really know how your class works, and like,
artifice, tinkering, all that, but it seems like you might.
This is like my
benefit the
first
most.
time actually
Yeah.
playing Artificer,
It seems like
so we're all learning
like
together.
you might benefit from. Maybe you can do something with it. I don't know. I don't know.
I
I don't know
should
what
probably
I'm
look
gonna
at
do
that
with it.
because I don't know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But back in game, I give the other half to Kaylin and then just hold the other half. So forward.
Oh, you gave me a broken stick.
It's a perfectly sawed one, and there was a little piece of sandpaper, and I like sanded the bottom of it so there's not like wood splinters coming out of it. Like
It's not sawed very good. He kind of like sawed halfway through it and then like snapped it. So one end has like a hole, like a pointy edge that like wasn't cleaned up, and the
Dang
other
it.
side is like has a gouge on it. So it's like pretty messy.
I did what I
As an
could, okay?
artificer, you would like it's very clear that he just like picked up the first random saw. Not the proper, not even a saw for sawing wood, like a metal, like very fine teeth. Was grinding away at it as quickly as he could, and then just like said fuck it and snapped it.
If you want to do this in the future, please just let me do it. I don't know what
Will
you
do.
were trying to do here, but I'll just put this in my pack. You'll probably see you'll see Mazzino. He'll be like squawking, like making little gecko noises at it, angry
Okay.
gecko noises.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry about that.
All right. Let's see. Does anybody else have anything they want to try to do?
I definitely want to see Madame Ava, but I figured as a group we'd go do that at some point.
Anything?
Unless nobody else wants to.
Yeah, the party's awake. Everybody's back together. You guys are kind of trying to figure out like where do we go from here. We gotta go talk to Madame Ava. You're kind of rehashing your plan with Ismark and Irina. Like, okay, Ismark is paying us to bring Irina to Vallaki, where she should be safer. Obviously, as you guys saw, the village of Barovia, absolutely fucked.
But
So
I told Ishmark and Irina what Father said, right? About Vallaki not being safe.
I don't know if you did. This could be a time to bring it up if you had not.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so everybody is aware that Father Donovan said some kind of cryptic things about Vallaki, and that Irina should be taken to the
Further east?
to Krezk.
Or west. Yeah.
There's an abbey out in Krezk. Further to the west. And he didn't really elaborate. Yeah, so anybody have any questions? Anything that needs to be brought up?
Don't believe so.
Where do we?
Zaris, do you want to go talk to the witch lady?
Well, I'd like to do that.
Want to go see if she's at her tent? I'll go with you.
Yeah. Either that or go find the potions. Maybe it's the same place. I don't know.
By the way, Constantine, how are you feeling?
I'm
after
gonna
that
eat as
sleep?
much as they let me eat.
Yeah. How are you feeling? You feeling better?
Oh, give me a dexterity saving throw.
11.
She
As
gets
I-
you again.
As I walk by Al, I slap him on the butt and say, "Good luck, bro," and I'll cast guidance on him.
What is guidance to? Is that plus
Just
2
gives him
AC?
just
think he
give,
gets a
it gives him a
D4 to
D4
that.
to any roll.
Don't do that anymore. That nail's way too short. Sorry.
It's just a cantrip too. So
Did she grab me?
Oh yeah, she grabbed you. She rolled an 18 again. She pulls you closer to the fire and hands you some like warm liquid, maybe coffee or hot chocolate. It's hard
maybe
to
a very
tell
strong
if there's caffeine in it, but it's very sweet. She gives you some cheese and some bread, and some eggs. They have chickens.
Okay. Al scratches his head and says, well, thank you. Sorry about last night. I don't do well with strangers.
No, we're barely strangers now, are we?
I guess not.
You're so skinny, you look like you needed something to eat.
Yeah. I've been on an adventure with these guys for a few days now.
Oh, what kind of adventure? That's so interesting.
I don't know how much I can tell you.
You can tell me as much as it pleases you.
You know what? I don't really know the full extent. I'm just kind of here.
Well, we're all here. And we don't know the full extent of anything. We're here today, tomorrow. None of us may be here. That's why
Al
we
just grabs an
celebrate.
egg while she's talking and just nods his head and just stuffs his face.
Okay. You're just getting full.
Yeah.
As much as yeah, there's like plenty of everybody's like kind of like, you know, biting a chunk out of bread, passing it, taking some cheese. You know, it's kind of like going in a circle, but you're just like you get a piece of bread and you're just like eating the whole thing. You get like a wedge of cheese and you're just slamming it one bite.
Gobbling it, yeah.
You know, there's still like plenty of food. There's a lot of food going around, but there's also, you know, a lot of people trying to get fed.
You look like you haven't eaten in weeks.
Yeah, it's kind of been a rough few days. I hope this is as I'm stuffing my face, or I hope this is okay.
Of course it's okay. We got plenty. Plus, I don't eat too much anyways. Try to maintain my figure.
Al blushes and turns away and just keeps eating.
I'm not
Alright,
trying to be so uncouth with my eating, but I am trying to eat a lot.
All right, you're
Recover
kind of
myself.
like you're like walking around the outside as the party's going to see Madame Eva, and you're like getting past food, and then you just kind of walk to the rest of the group with like a, you know, a couple loaves of bread, or a large wedge of cheese. You know,
Can Al try to pull
with some
away?
eggs. Al can.
Okay, Al just starts to walk away with a handful of food still.
Where are you going?
Oh, my friends are going this way, so I'm gonna go this way too.
Okay.
She kind of pouts.
Man, the ladies here are touchy, guys.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure she just wants
Fix
you.
you up.
All right, where are we? Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you've arrived! She cackles, laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. What
can Madam Eva do for you today? This beautiful morning.
We were hoping
Oh,
that you
I
might.
heard.
No, go ahead, Zaris. Go ahead.
Well, I just heard you could tell the future. I was wondering what it held.
The future? Or the past? Or the present? Which
Well,
do
all
you
three would be
seek
nice.
to know? Would you like to know where you're from, Zaris?
Where I'm
Would you
from.
like to know who you were before? Or where your next death will be?
I would hope, but not happening.
Well, you think you're not gonna die, Zaris? You're too smart. Well, maybe not smart. Charismatic, yes. You know better. You know better than most. You will die. But the question is when, and by whom.
I'm just hoping not right now. Not by an old maid.
Not right now.
She kind of looks past you.
Malaki. Or is it Malachi? You go by so many different names nowadays.
To be determined.
What? It's almost untruthful to switch back and forth between these names, is it not?
Not
I'm just
necessarily
messing with you.
untruthful. I am a fan of the truth.
The truth, it's amazing. Unless those closest to you decide to bend it, in which case the truth becomes very disastrous indeed.
That much we can
Now,
agree on.
are these friends of yours faring truthful? Or are they dirty liars?
I haven't found them liars yet. Have any insight into that question?
Samantha, you want to know who lies the most? Or who lies the least? Who else is there? Is that Al? What do they call you nowadays? Al?
Just Al.
Just Al. That's an odd nickname. Just? Al. It's not gonna end well for you, is it?
I get that feeling too.
Yeah. It's a shame. We can talk about it once we get the main course out of the way. And who is that? Constantine.
I bow.
Oh, a gentleman. Somehow a living gentleman.
Kiss ass.
Didn't think. Quiet now, Malaki. Constantine. You weren't supposed to be here.
Indeed.
But here you are.
That makes two
looking
of
like
us.
shit, too. What what happened to your neck? Is that a hickey?
You might say so.
And who's that shorty pants behind you? Kaylin,
I'm
is
not.
it?
I'm not short. I'm average. Take that back. You take that back.
You're short and you know it. Get over
My
here.
friend.
Let me get a look at you, little boy.
Kaylin stands behind Constantine.
Oh, yes, acting like a little boy, too. What is it that you... Oh, interesting. You haven't had any nightmares recently, have you? That's about to change. Holy... Yeah, that's about to change.
I'll be seeing you again if I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. And who's that with you? Ismark and Irina. Interesting. What is it that you five is schemed up? Hmm? Ah, you don't have to tell me, I already know. So, you want to know your futures. You want to know how you're gonna handle the beast, the villain, the devil Strahd himself. Is that why you're here?
I'm kind of curious how you know us at all at this point.
How wouldn't I know you? You're Zadis. Zadis the... what do they call you?
Charismatic wizard.
I was gonna say Undying.
Hmm.
Zadis the Undying.
Hmm.
Trust me, we know all about you. What is it that you want to know? You want to know where you die again, Zadis? You want to know when? Who? If?
Jarrett's breathing just gets really heavy. No words.
There's nothing to say. It's alright, the cards will say all.
Just so you know, sorry to cut you off. My headphones are about to die.
Oh, shot. Does that mean you'll be got out of it after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be able to withstand whatever is about to happen, but after that, I'll probably have to call it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I got a big job tomorrow, so I can't run. I can't run till midnight. There's no way. We'll try to wrap it up shortly after Tyson drops.
Okay, what do we think our future entails? You see that? What is that?
They won't focus. Does it show the words backwards?
Hi.
The 9
Don't
of
worry
turtles.
about it. Don't worry about it. Madam Eva can't see well, but she sees well enough. Oh, philanthropist. Interesting. We have one of those among us, do we not? The Avenger? Interesting. The Innocent. Oh, we leave that one face down. Okay. Let's see what Madam Eva can see. This card.
Tales of history, knowledge of the ancient will to help you better understand your enemy. The torturer. The torturer. Let me see. There is a town where all is not well. Are you listening to me, Al?
Yes.
There is a town where all is not well. And there you will find a house of corruption and writhing. A dark room full of still ghosts. The philanthropist. The philanthropist. Let's see what she can tell us. This card will tell of a powerful force for good, a force of protection, a holy symbol of great hope. You need to look for a place where sickness and madness are bred, where children once cried, the treasure lies still. Power and strength. That is what this card will bring to you. The Avenger. The Avenger. They will lead you to a sword of sunlight. This treasure lies in a dragon's house, and hands that were once clean, but are now corrupted. This card will shed some light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Innocent. Evil's bride is the one that you seek. And finally, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. And this card will lead you to him. Would you like to see what it is?
Okay, out of RP for a second. So the first card was what? The name of it?
Torture.
The
Torture card?
torture.
Torturer.
Then
Next
philanthropist.
one was philanthropist. The next one was Avenger.
And the last one is
and then the shed light on someone who will be helpful in the final battle. Which card was that?
Innocent.
Innocent. Oh, okay. I thought I missed it. And then now we don't know this last card unless we ask.
Yes.
Is there a possibility?
Madam.
Does Innocent look like Irina? The card?
Who are you?
Just if Zaris thinks that.
You're trying to perceive whether or not the card images are
Yeah.
people
Just because it
we've
says Evil's
encountered.
bride, and the whole reason we're trying to get rid of her because we heard the Vistani say that he likes Irina, right?
Did
That's
you
what they're
want to
talking about.
do a skill check?
Sure.
What would that be? Maybe an Arcana. Maybe it could be Perception or Investigation. Let's say Investigation or Perception.
15.
Yeah, it is very odd that maybe not odd, but it is striking that this card does show, I mean, the card doesn't, it's not really an image of Irina necessarily, but you can see like some resemblance, an innocent looking woman. That's not a hag. Well takes care of herself in the photo, and
Yeah. There's just
there's definitely some resemblance to Irina, yes. And with the words themselves, Evil's Bride is the one that you seek. Even more striking.
yeah. That's why I thought of it, because I knew the reason we're trying to get her away is because he wants her. So I didn't know if Evil's Bride meant her. Anyways.
So
The others I don't have a clue
Xeris.
about, but
So Xeris, would you like to see? Would you like to see
how do we know this
where
isn't all a
evil
trap?
lurks? This is
Wait.
no trap. This is the future.
We're asking about the last card now? She's asking about the last card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, madam. We would like to see the last card.
Yeah.
Mist. Oh, the mist. This card cannot see where the evil lurks. No, the mist secure all. You come back another time. I might have some more information for you. Right now, I can't see.
So the last card about the enemy is a creature of darkness is mist shrouded. I just want to verify I'm hearing that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, missed.
Anything else you want to encounter? Anything at all?
You said you know where I die next. I'd like to avoid that, if possible.
Would you like to see?
Scared me.
Sure.
Oh, very interesting. There will be no undoing this, Saris. Want you to understand. When you draw this card, it cannot be undone.
I don't believe in fate that way. Go
She
for it.
places 2 decks
I'm scared.
in front of you.
The way you clicked and it makes me just snapping at me.
Draw a card, Saris.
I reach for the.
There's a
La-
tall deck and a short deck in front of you.
I've always been dealt the short deck. I reach for the short deck.
Wizard.
Very interesting. Very natural, isn't it, Zadis? Of
Very.
all these cards.
That I did randomly shuffle.
You draw the wizard. I don't think I have to say anything more. Anybody else want to see their death?
Al shoots his hand up.
You guys are insane. You guys are absolutely insane. I mean, I saw this coming, but holy shit. Well, Al, anything you want to say to your friends before we find your end, Al?
I don't really believe in this, so no.
What? You don't believe in Madame Eva? You think I'm a lying cow? You think I'm an old crazy bat? You think I'm a psycho bitch, Al?
Kinda.
You're right! You're right! It's all made up. I'm insane. I'm crazy, Al. But I'm not as crazy as you're going to be.
Just kidding. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't know.
Pick a card, Al.
She
Mm,
places 2 decks in front of you. A tall deck and a short deck.
Al points at the tall deck.
Take the card, Al.
Pick up the tall deck card. The card on top of the tall deck.
The shepherd. The shepherd. What does this mean?
She pulls out some books and starts scanning through them. What is that?
Let's see, what do we have here? What do we have here?
He gets an explanation and I just get you now?
You want me to tell you what's gonna happen?
Well, you said it yourself. I'm not very smart.
You're gonna have so much electricity running through your body at such a great speed that before you even have a chance to cast counterspell, your brains are gonna shoot out of your fucking eyes. Is that not clear enough for you, Zeras?
Crystal.
Magic is going to kill you.
We'll see.
I suggest you stay away from actual wizards. What were we talking about, Al? Oh,
Shepherd.
shepherd. Interesting. Shepherd.
Did we lose, yeah,
Yeah.
we lost Tyson.
Shepherd. We're gonna come back to that one, Al. This one's a little trickier. I'm gonna...
She whistles. The Wistani woman kind of comes in from the back. She whispers something and hands her a piece of paper. Madame Eva hands her a piece of paper.
I'll go look this one up for me. We'll come back to you, Al. Anyone else? Anyone else interested in their death?
I'm already half dead. I'll take a turn.
Every single one of you. Can't get enough, can you? Alright, Constantine. Let's see what you draw. I mean, we know what you would have drawn yesterday. What? Thank God you didn't come see me yesterday. Pick a card, Constantine.
I'm gonna pick up the deck and draw the one off the bottom.
Which deck?
Oh, there's
Is
two
it tall?
decks.
There's a tall deck and a
Oh, a
short
tall one
deck.
and a short deck. I'm gonna go the tall deck and take the one off the bottom.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I didn't think of that.
The mercenary. What good are whips to a sword? Especially a hired sword. I'd steer clear of the enforcers if I were you, Constantine. Especially with a wound that obvious. You're sure to draw a crowd. And crowds hate vampires.
As do I. And I give her a little bow. And a silver? I don't know. What's going right for something like this?
How about
Out of RP. What's kind of going right? What
you
I
can
think
give
would be not
me
insulting.
You can give me like a history check.
Okay.
Maybe like a perception if you kind of been paying attention to prices around Barovia. Feel like 1 gold would be, you know, a decent tip, more than decent tip.
Okay. I give her a
But
little bow.
anywhere from like 50 silver would, you know, still be seen as a courtesy.
Okay. I just give her a little bow with my hand on my chest, and then I slip a gold piece over to her.
thank you. Anyone else? Wait, was that everybody?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Malachi wants it.
Of your lies, old hag.
You think I lie? You think I'm lying, then come take my head. That's what your vow says for you to do. So let me ask you, Malachi, if I'm telling all these lies, why am I still alive? Maybe it's because I'm not lying.
Future has yet to be. Whether you claim to know it or not, we'll see. I know where you'll be.
Oh, very smart. The future does not exist until Madame Eva shows you. Clever man.
Foolish and
Or
prideful.
stupid man. We'll see.
Madam Eva,
Yes, little one.
since you couldn't tell me what a reading today, can I test to see if you can actually see the future or the past? Is that fair?
You want to test my skills? You think that what I just do is not enough? I said your name, I said everybody's name. You want me to spill the beans, Al? Is that how you want me to do this?
Yeah.
You want me to tell everybody your secret?
Yes.
Alfredo? Is that what your friends have been calling you? No. No, 'cause you keep that from them. You lie. You all lie.
Okay,
You
guys.
know. You know,
I'm
Malachi.
side-eyeing.
She's the real deal, guys.
You know Malachi's oath. He told you from the beginning, and still you lie to his face. Everything that happens to him is because of you, Alfredo.
I just get wide-eyed and I step away.
And discuss this later point. And I turn around and walk out of the tent.
Uh, as you guys are walking away, the Vistani woman runs back in, hands Madame Eva a piece of paper.
One last thing, Al. You will lead them to the gates of salvation. But you'll never pass through them yourself.
She starts cackling and laughing her ass off. Doesn't say another word to you guys.
I'm just still giving Al the side eye, and I feel like we're done with Madam, so I'm going to step out of the tent.
Hmm.
That was interesting,
Says Irina. Miss Mark speaks up. Yeah, we should probably be getting out of here.
Yeah, let's not wear out our welcome.
I'm good to leave.
oh right.
Hitting the road. Anything left for the party to do? Let's see. Constantine, you still have one level of exhaustion, but you're no longer at half speed. You just roll your skill checks with disadvantage until your next long rest, and then you'll be fully rested.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I cleared it earlier, but I'll add it back.
But yeah, so just 1 point of exhaustion, but you do move at full speed, so you're no longer half speed.
Okay.
It's
I
still.
might find if we can ask him if we could buy a horse. Buy some horses.
Do you want to inquire about horses?
Just if we pass somebody on the way out. Or buy the horses. Or if Ismark thinks it's a good idea.
Are there even enough horses for all of us?
Because he'd have to buy them.
Yeah, you ask Ismark, and he's like, "There's no way. Vistani are the only ones with horses. Outside of Valaki, it's they'd be much too expensive for us to
Fair
even
enough.
afford a single horse. Yeah, it's where our travels will have to be by foot."
We can hit the road then.
All right. Hitting the road. Hitting the road. Let me see.
All right, we're heading back up north west. You guys just set march and press on full speed. What is our game plan from here? We're at the Sarpol, the Sarpol encampment. What is the goal here to get to Valaki?
Well, so we need to go past Valaki, right? When it's all said and done, because we need to go to the
Yeah.
Abbey. So I'm going to ask one of them how long it takes to get to Valaki from here.
Valaki, let me see. Probably looking at about a day and a half, maybe. About a day and a half. 2 days slow, 1 day if you are booking it, but
Okay. And the Abbey, I mentioned it by name. I forget what the name of it was. Does she know how far the Abbey is?
Kresk be about another day beyond Valaki. So from here, I mean, you're looking at 3 days travel just to get to Kresk. Not a short journey.
Okay.
You guys are leaving.
To the party, I think. Shall we hit the road? About what time is it now? After all this is done?
It's still morning
Early morning.
time, you know, like 8 to 10.
Okay.
The Vistani tend to sleep in.
Okay. Thank you all for your generous hospitality and to share your fire and your food.
Of course.
We shall be taking our leave.
Of course, come again. Goodbye, goodbye.
I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from Al.
Is this woman even remotely attractive, or is she like some big, heavy cow?
No, she's smoking.
Okay.
What did Al roll? Because there's only one thing he
An
can
8.
roll. Yeah, she rolled a nat 20.
Al stays behind.
On a nat 20.
And that's why Al's not passing the gates.
I don't even know. Honestly.
She like flings him underneath one of the wagons and gets after it.
Hey guys, wait! Guys!
Why you leave so soon, sweetie?
Yeah, on a nat 20, the party doesn't even notice that Al got yanked. You know, she was pretty stealthy about it.
Do you still have the fireworks staff?
I don't.
On a nat 20, Al's not able to, Al's not even able to, like, scream out. He's just kind of stunned and dazed.
Well,
Yep.
he's having fun. We're gonna
Party.
start walking.
Will set out. Set off. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we?
She brought you to a beautiful view.
No, this is you guys.
Oh,
Al is still.
I'll catch up
the-
later.
Al is still in the encampment. Where is my... God, so many. pieces of paper.
Too bad she didn't take a liking to the artificer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, she did not. You guys have, you guys still have, what's his name, Kalen with you? 10. We'll keep going. Maybe we pause when we hit combat. We'll see. We'll see.
I could also I can DM him. Link to the stream once we're done. I think I got the timestamp for last however long.
Okay. You follow the river to the base of a canyon. Everybody except for Al. At the far end of which a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon, nearly 1,000 feet overhead. Yeah, you're passing like a beautiful, beautiful waterfall. The sky, it seems like much less dark here. You know, almost like it's, you know, I mean, especially compared to the forest, where the forest is oppressive and overbearing. Here, you're out in the open, and you know, as far as visibility, you can see as far as you know, the mountains. And it's a pretty beautiful sight. You can see some of the true beauty of Barovia.
How long have we been on the road to get to this point?
About half an hour.
Okay. Think some of us have pretty high perception. Any chance that we've perceived that Al's not with us?
Yeah, when you guys get you notice that Al is not with you.
Okay. I'm going to say, everybody get together for a selfie, and we notice that he's not there.
Yeah.
Quick
sorry,
question,
give me a moment.
out of game. During long rest, is that actually no, this is just like probably basic D&D stuff. Can I ever unprepare and prepare other spells? Or is what I've
As a
prepared my character?
cleric, you can.
Okay.
Um,
So if I have
as
the
a
option
cleric-
to unprepare and prepare something, it's a
Yep.
spell I know? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything
There's like
from
a-
your spell list. Yeah.
Yeah, from your.
And
there's
is
a few
that on
spells
a
you
is
just
that on a
know.
long rest?
Yeah, on a
That I
long
can do
rest,
that? Okay.
cleric can swap their
Okay.
known spells. There's ones that
Okay.
you learn just from being like an undead domain or whatever. But
Right. Right.
clerics specifically, like it's different for a wizard and a sorcerer and a warlock, but for clerics they have access to a bunch of different spells and they
Gotcha.
can like ready you know, what, 6 or however many out of the 30 at any given time, and on a long rest you can switch those around. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to dig through this random tables book. Oh, we'll go. Okay. Okay. Al finally breaks away from whatever happened. Whether it be a shag in one of the carriages, or just like an extended breakfast conversation. Al does eventually break away, and is able to start heading back towards the party. Does Al? How does Al decide to make his way back?
I head towards the direction that I saw them leaving me in.
Sorry, say that last part one more time.
I head towards the direction that I last saw them heading towards.
All right. Are you like in a hurry? Are you kind of meandering?
No, I'm not in a hurry. I'm just walking at a steady pace, talking to myself, kind of being like, go out on an adventure, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
All right. You make it. You make it to the party. And when you... Sorry, go ahead and give me a D100 roll. Before.
Once we notice, I'd probably send Des backwards just to see if he could see him too at some point.
We could use the fireworks as a, what you call it? A flare? Like a flare gun?
38.
As Al breaks away from the Vistani woman, she slips a small charm into his hand.
Use this to be safe, you little cutie.
She gave Al a charm that can be activated to create an aura of light with a 15-foot radius for 1 minute. Fey fiends, aberrations, and undead must make a wisdom saving throw to enter the light. On a failure, they cannot enter. This charm can be activated twice before it becomes useless.
Nice.
And I can send you the details.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, as I'm leaving her, I tell her, I'd never caught your name.
My name is Tatiana. Goodbye for now. I hope to see you again.
The old anonymous booty call.
Hey, that's
Don't
the same one that was in the
The bar, the pub, yeah.
the inn.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure you said Tatiana.
That was the lady from the inn.
This is
named
Tatiana
after
and my other
mother.
sister.
Tatiana Jr. God, I need a fucking list of names.
That's so funny. I feel like that's happened a few times.
Don't even remember. Is it? I have them in here. Let me see. You might be full of shit.
No, I
might
definitely, because we
I
called her
remember
Titiana.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's right.
It's also all recorded, so I can just go back and prove it if we need. I'll find the clip and send it.
I
Off the top.
changed their names.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay. It's on my list of things. A million things.
My name is Titiana.
I won't forget you, Titiana.
Don't, that's what they call my mother. Please don't call me that. To you, I am Tati. Goodbye now, my love.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek, and you make your way back to the party. Full of confidence, you spot a raven that you have a pretty good idea that it is the raven does. You follow it, and before long, you catch up to the rest of the group at the waterfall with a new charm in hand. Yeah, it's a pretty insane roll. Okay. Okay. Where we want to continue on? Do you have any catching up? Does anybody have any questions for Al? What the hell is he doing?
Did you see fireworks?
Been having fun, Al?
Or are you guys launching fireworks?
No, I'm just asking him if he saw fireworks
Oh,
with Chica.
Al just says, I did not expect it to happen like that.
Well, do you need to rest, or can we go on?
I just say, Al says, no, making bread wasn't that hard. I'm good.
Indeed.
Okay. The party continues on across the bridge, weaving through the woods. You guys approach a gate, a familiar gate.
A familiar
Let's
looking
roll
gate
over.
or a familiar?
Does it look
Yes.
exactly like the gate we very first entered?
Yeah, ahead of you, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only in silence. There's a quick visual. As you approach the gates, the doors slowly open. Screeching as the hinges move.
Interesting. Welcome.
You guys are now at another, just behind you. You could veer left to go to the gate, or you could veer right. That right path that appears to loop back to the east, looks like it runs up a mountain, up towards the castle, sitting up on the cliff.
Do we perceive or intuit that might be Strahd's castle?
I think we know that. We found that out in town.
Yeah.
If we don't, Ismark and Irina probably do. Probably know.
That path, it does in fact lead to Strahd's castle.
I'm gonna veer off from the party and just take off full sprinting.
Towards the
Um,
castle.
I'm gonna do this myself. Kidding.
oh, okay.
Someone who was
Acrobatics.
asking all these fortunes should have definitely asked if she'd be safe and lucky. Would have been a wonderful question to ask a fortune teller, but it was not within RP for my character to ask her a single. Yeah, let's go. Let's keep going. Not towards the castle. I mean, we're trying to get her away from Strahd.
Right. So let's
Seems like a
approach
no-brainer.
the gates.
Oh, I thought we walked through the gates. We're not through them yet.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, sorry. Before it was, there's a fork in the road. The left one goes to the gate. The right one goes to Strahd's castle. I
I see that. I see that. I see that on
Sorry.
the map. I see that on the map. Yeah, avoid Strahd Road. Approach the gate.
I just wanted to make it clear that Strahd's castle was over there. and
I
you
do
guys were
see. I do
passing.
see that on the map. I've had the map up.
That's
Um,
Strahd's castle.
That is Strahd's castle. We've been right next to
Yeah, it's so close.
it. He can
with
probably
that.
see us.
I want to find a dragon's house because a sword of sunlight sounds pretty good.
If it's real.
If it's real.
Oh, look, guys, that lady was speaking the truth. She called me by name from my hometown.
Alfredo?
That's the one.
She seemed very insistent that you guys were all liars, and
Is your last name Cacciatore? You're from Italy?
My last name is Fredo.
just say it's very, very important whenever we take care of it that if there has been anything held back or lied about up until this point, that we get that out in the open. Because my allegiance only lies with the truth.
I've got nothing to lie about, I say to the party.
Yeah, I don't get that from
I'm-
your smug ass.
I seem to recall her calling you a liar as well.
She did no such thing, actually.
Mm,
Did she?
she did.
Great. I actually like my whole character's trope is that I'm completely way overly truthful. I don't think she
I
would
think
have
she
said
just
that.
talked about not going by Malachi or Malaki or something.
Oh yeah, she was trying to insinuate
Oh,
that
yeah.
she was trying to do a one-up, but like that's just like people just fuck up my name. That's not my fault. I'll answer to both. I know what they mean. I'm not lying about that. My name is Malachi. The pronunciation is Malachi. That is the truth. But if you want to call me Malaki, that doesn't really bother me. I'll answer to it.
The word is pronunciation.
I haven't really lied. I mean, you guys just never asked.
Fair enough. I really haven't asked anyone anything beyond names.
Idle chat doesn't get Irina to the Abbey. Are we standing here talking this, or are we walking?
Yeah, you guys
mean,
were
we-
like,
we
well,
can-
I
we
guess
can
you
walk
can
and
walk and
talk.
talk. You can walk and talk. That's, I guess, a thing people do.
I guess it is.
You probably wouldn't. Yeah, you guys are walking and chatting. You can keep, you can keep chatting if you want, or we can, I'll leave it up to you.
I mean, I've
I'm
got-
just making idle chatter with
yeah.
the two NPCs. Like, what do they know about Strahd? What do they know about anything more they can share with us?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll,
I also share, whether true or not, Zars will share that he thinks that Irina is who we're supposed to find, according to Madame Ava. Whether it's true or not, whether she's
Like out in the open
real
to
or not.
everybody?
Yeah,
That Irina is what?
I believe she was the innocent card.
Hmm.
Card. Sorry, I
Yes.
wasn't tracking with that South London accent there for a minute.
Irina is
saying-
quiet for a while.
What-
She just
what-
walks with the party in silence.
Irina, what
Um,
what did Strahd want with you again?
I believe you might be right. I haven't really told anybody besides my brother. Not even my father, but Strahd has been infatuated with me.
I know what that feels like.
He's That's 3 times he's visited me and charmed me, stolen my blood. I don't know why me, but I believe Madame Eva. I believe we can kill that devil. Put an end to his torment.
She sure knew a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish we asked her more questions, but I think we have a lot to go off of. Sun Sword?
Would you happen to know where Dragon's house would be?
No, but if anybody would know, that person would be in Vallaki. So,
I don't feel safe leaving you in Vallaki.
yeah, I mean, after what Father Donovan said, I don't think I'd be safe in Vallaki either. Yeah, man. I don't,
We'll find out as much information as we can about the dragon when we get to Vallaki,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll move on.
Dragons are greedy creatures. I doubt that he will part with this sword willingly.
yeah, I mean, I can't say I've ever seen a dragon out here, but
I've only heard of Tell.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. There's a dragon, he's not out on this side of Barovia. That's for sure. Anyways, yeah, I'll do what I can to help you destroy this beast. This monster. If there's anything you would need of me, just ask.
If he's been infatuated with you, and he's visited you on 3 occasions, what makes you detest him or dislike him?
Like unconsensual approaches. Like, is it okay that I'm wrong? Not okay with that? That he's penetrating me without my consent?
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
she's
I think
part of the
that's weird.
Me Too movement.
I'm sorry that he's attacking me, and I'm defenseless against it. That he's
I'm just
using his
nodding.
powers against me.
It would seem, though, that here in Barovia, as the undisputed and clear lord of this land, would be kind of a choice position to be his bride of honor.
You've never met a vampire's bride of honor, have you? Or
I
any
could
of
probably
his
say yeah.
bride?
I could probably say yes to that, but I'll just say no. I guess not.
We'll meet them soon enough. Just, yeah, we'll have to deal with them before we deal with Strahd. Okay. Tufalaki. Let's do perception checks from the party.
Nothing here. Not one.
Oh my gosh.
16.
I rolled at disadvantage. I got a 10.
Where? Oh yeah, where? Oh damn.
11 for
Yeah,
Dose.
Zaris, you notice that, like, as you're walking along, one of the trees has like a giant hollow, like where a knot would be, but it's like hollow on the inside. Just kind of strikes you as you're walking down, about 15 feet into the forest, off the road.
Guys, I'm gonna go take a whiz. Also, that tree looks kind of weird. I'm gonna go
Okay.
towards the tree.
I'll go within. I'll go so that I'm 9 feet away from the tree. How high up is the knot?
It's, you know,
Or the
about
hole.
4 feet.
Then I'll go 8 feet away from the tree.
You're 8 feet away. What are you trying to do?
Just be 8 feet away from the hole.
Yeah, you're 8 feet away from the hole.
Alright, I'm gonna go pee and also look at the knot at the same time.
How far? You're just gonna go pee on the tree?
Like right
Later.
next to it.
We're at, like, on the dirt,
Like,
out in the ground.
yeah, on the dirt, like right next to it. Like if the knot is facing us, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pee to the left of it.
Okay, so not on the tree, on the floor.
Yeah.
On the dirt grass. Yeah,
Mhm.
you can. You're not quite close enough, but you can see that there's like something, like maybe a satchel or a knapsack or something in the tree.
I'll reach in.
While you're peeing?
Yeah.
Kind of like inch closer as you're still taking a piss.
Yeah, one hand on the pee, one on the
Um,
satchel.
Then I'm
You,
just
you clearly
watching
don't know
this.
how to do this if you
I'm
got
just
one hand in the pee.
watching this
I
unfold.
said on the pee.
yeah,
The pee.
you grab a hold
Okay.
of the satchel. You know, it's kind of like pretty rugged, more of like a knapsack, just like a bag with some, you know, it kind of feels like some cloth in there.
Okay. I finish up and then walk back towards the group with the satchel.
Just kind of watch him walk by, and
Look-
then
look in it.
slowly lower my 3
Yeah, you
foot
kind of
pole.
like sift through the satchel, the bag, and it's just like some like commoner's clothes, you know, pair of underwear, undergarments,
Ow.
shirt, pants,
Yeah.
shoes.
All right. Yeah, I'll hand it to Alan.
And they appear to be in pretty good condition.
I found you, in
Um,
case you needed more underwear to stick stuff in, I found you some.
Thanks, man. And I put it in my backpack.
okay.
Let me add that to my backpack.
Okay, okay. Where are we?
If only we knew identify someone who could look at it.
It appears to just be regular commoners' clothing. Let me see. Oh. Where is... Anybody have any questions while I... Give me a second, I gotta scroll to this next module. What the heck? I'm almost there.
Okay.
How does an on its turn? So, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. Is that only referring to combat? Or how do turns work outside of combat?
A turn is just 6 seconds, like a 6-second window. So you can have... So turns are always happening.
I have
we
an
just
interesting
slow
spell,
time
but
down for combat. So, I mean, yeah, you can cast any spell outside of combat. There's no, like, there's really no differentiation.
I don't know.
You
I feel like
zone of truth us all.
I feel like I
Yeah.
want to wait for Kalen to be back to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is coming. So, but
Nice.
I mean,
I like
Yeah.
it.
it's definitely a saving throw though. So I mean, you could just save against it, but I know if you save against
Yeah.
it, that'll be fun. Okay.
But it is obvious that you're casting spell. You're
No,
not gonna secretly cast.
everyone's aware of it.
I'm sure he'd tell us to.
Yeah, and
Whatever happens.
you cast it on an object. I'm gonna cast it on my stick, and I'm gonna pass the stick. And we're gonna get these secrets out in the open, so that I don't
The
have
truth
to,
stick.
so that I don't have to fight any of
It's
my
like-
party members.
You throw the ball around and you have to tell the truth
Yes.
when you're holding it.
Yes.
All right. The old Slavic road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. So...
I'm still seeing the gate on the screen. Should I refresh?
no, sorry,
there
I'm
you go.
switching it now. Yeah, so you see this windmill kind of off a path to your left, as you see on the screen, or you can kind of cut back into the forest.
It's a
kinda push for
day.
the
They said it's a day and a half. So have we gone like 3/4 of a day at this point? Just looking at the map.
Yeah, you are kind of pushing near the end.
Yeah.
Of the day.
Should we
Shall we
check out that one?
shall we rest the night here? I say to everyone, shall we rest here tonight? I think we own this. Do we not own this? Was this part of the deed for the murder house?
Well, I mean, the murder house was way far away, wasn't it?
Yeah,
murder
but
house
we
is
got
on the edge of Barovia.
ownership of a windmill.
Did we?
Huh?
They
I'm
did.
pretty sure we
The
did.
house. The house was all about windmills. The family crest was all about windmills. Does the deed mention windmills in the area? We're not in Barovia anymore.
In Barovia, the
We're-
land, but not Barovia,
But
the
not
city.
Barovia, the city. Right.
Yeah.
Also the land.
Well, if it is part of the deed of the house, then I would be very wary of what's inside.
Nah, nothing we've never handled before.
Fair enough.
And we've also found that some of them can more or less be reasoned with, so
If you fled hard enough.
you did lay on the charm.
I'm down to rest there, or at least go there and see if we can get a rest.
I believe
don't know if I'll see one coming quickly.
I believe Constantine is ruffling through his bags trying to find the deed and pack down.
I am absolutely doing that. I'm trying to find the deed. I
So
thought,
I guess we're just walking towards it as he's like walking and digging through his.
digging through his pack.
yeah, I'm just walking, digging through my backpack, going, "Hey, do we own this thing?"
Hold on,
guess
hold on. It's around here somewhere.
Is this the first time of Ismark and Irina learning that we own that house, the death house or whatever?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they're like, you guys own the bone grinder, man?
Well,
Bone grinder.
it's something of a long story, but more or less, there was a curse. There was some ghouls. There was a big blobbing apparition. We took care of it all very easily, and we were bestowed the deed. So I'm sure all the rumors and horrible things that are spoken of the house, they're all good as good as done.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors just say it's haunted, but
It was definitely that.
Haunted?
Can confirm.
The house. It definitely was.
Yes.
What was that, Constantine? We
I
own
was
this?
talking about the
No, I said can confirm that the house was haunted.
Oh, yes.
I'm
it
still
was.
looking for the deed. I can't find my notes on the deed, but I'm pretty sure.
But you
Hang
see
on,
Al
let me flip
here,
through.
and I put my hand on Al's shoulder. He's something of a holy man, and was able to deal with the haunt and the curse. Nope.
I don't know, hopefully you can deal with the haunts and the windmill as well.
Yep.
Very confident.
Deed to the house and windmill with a signed will and a signed will.
Hold on, guys. I do recall that Madam Ava lady talking about a house of corruption and writhing, and a room full of ghosts.
Ah, maybe that's the house we own now.
I did pick up on that pretty immediately when she said that, and I thought back to where I almost had to kill Lancelot.
Full of still ghost. You know, I caught Irina might be the innocent, but I did not catch that one.
Well, I suppose it's ours. Let's
Might as well
well-
take care of it.
Can we look to see? Are we to the windmill yet?
Yeah, as you guys approach closer, the onion-domed edifice leans forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you, seemingly agitated. We can do insight. Let's do some insight.
A friend of
checks.
yours does?
Group insight.
I don't think so.
Dude, my rolls today are just so bad.
Oh my gosh.
12.
I got a nat 1. I'm just stupid. I don't even see the bird.
You just think it's
I rolled
Des?
a 10. Des rolled an 8.
I got 15.
Yeah, on Al's 15. Nobody else really notices, but Al kind of gets the sense that the Raven's trying to warn him of something.
Hey guys, that raven, I point to it, is acting kind of weird. Don't you guys think?
I mean, it's just cawing.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling
It's-
about this.
It's just quaffing. No one even gets that joke. Quaff
you
the
lost.
Raven, Edgar Allan Poe. Come on.
Oh. It's
Telltale
something
Heart.
like- yeah.
I was homeschooled.
We read that in public school.
Yeah.
And over here. Oh,
Al
is
just shrugs his shoulders. Okay.
We're gonna start wiping inspiration at the. I'd say it can last for 2 sessions.
Okay.
Maybe we just wipe it at the end of each long rest.
Okay.
So.
Have you held on to it
but
this whole time, Zeke?
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
I should have used it during the vampire, but it kind of went okay. And then I was gonna use it on the lady, but that went fine.
Vampire.
I think I used.
The
I think he.
vampire
I think
In
he.
the church?
Oh, way back there.
I think he
the
gave
Yeah,
it to me, and like 5 minutes
Everybody
later,
was-
I re-rolled something.
Used
Like
it.
I didn't even consider. I assumed it was like guidance, so I was just like, "Hey, I'll get another one at some point."
Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and give. You guys got to remind me about inspiration, if you can remember. But I'll go ahead and give Constantine inspiration for the vampire fight way back. So
Yay.
What
That
what
was-
what roll have you failed since you can re-roll it?
Well, I just got a nat 1 on Insight.
would
Because I'm having,
Would you like to re-roll?
re-roll?
Is that what inspiration does? It just
It's
lets
just-
you
it's
reroll.
just-
Gives
it's
you
just-
one re-roll of a d20.
Do I have to re-roll it with disadvantage?
Yes.
Because I am still at exhaustion level 1.
Or is it? Good question. Let me just Google. Inspiration. If you already have. Okay, so it basically acts as advantage. So if you have disadvantage, it would cancel out. It just lets you re-roll 1 die.
Then I
But you-
will
but you
re-roll
can- but you-
inspiration. I mean, go ahead.
You sure? You don't have to.
I don't.
You can hold
Okay,
on to
no,
it.
I'll hold on to it.
Because it can be used in combat too.
Yeah. Okay, but
Could be
I'm
used
gonna
on a
lose it
saving
after
throw?
the next long rest, right?
Yeah, but you guys just took a long rest.
Right.
So
Okay, I'll hold on to it for now. I'm still rummaging, trying to read the deed. Is there anything on the walls, doors, anything like that that I can see that might indicate that this belongs to the
Did
murder
you
house
find-
people? And
did you find the deed?
I did find the deed.
Is
I
that
have
something
I
that-
have a note that we have the deed to a windmill and the house. There was nothing else, no other details given. So don't know exactly where the windmill is, but I think it's the only one on the map. It's the only one on the map we've seen.
Sure, give me a. What would that be? I feel like that'd be history check.
Now I have advantage on history naturally, so do I just
And that'll
not take disadvantage?
It'll be a flat roll, yeah.
Okay. Oh, good lord.
Can I peek over and look at it as he's doing it?
I am still befuddled from my fight with the vampire, apparently.
Yeah, you're trying to compare like the seal of the windmill to the windmill in front of you to like see if they look the same and if that is
Right.
the right deed. And so it's hard to like tell if they match up or not because they kind of look the same, but also all windmills kind of look the same.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about as far as you can figure.
All right. Well, I'm going to say to the group, we need a place to stay tonight. Let's check this windmill out. I mean, it doesn't look it's giant, right? I mean, we got to be able to clear it just to see if there's anybody in it or any creatures in it in a matter of minutes. And so let's go in and make our home in here for the night. That way, at least if a vampire comes, we can say you can't come in, as opposed to sleeping on the side of the road.
I think we should definitely clear it because that raven has not stopped looking at me.
I don't think my raven can talk to other ravens, or I'd ask him what's up.
I'm going to say hello in every language I know.
Oh my gosh, I think I know I know bird folk. Hold on, let me try. Can I try talking to the raven?
Bird folk?
Uh-huh.
I speak infernal, common.
Hold on, I gotta check.
That's a language you took in your background.
Where does it show your languages?
It's right on the front page under armor, weapons, tools on the left-hand side.
Bird folk. What the hell? I mean, I gotta look this up. I mean, what is bird folk?
I imagine
feel like
birds.
I mean, bird.
It's okay if you have to look into it.
They're not linked from the character sheet to the description.
Because bird folk is just
For the birds.
it's just from a different game of D&D. But you speak bird folk?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Why would you pick that?
I had a pet bird from home.
Because he knew he had to talk to this raven.
Such a cheesy. Like, I don't buy that.
Okay. What are you trying to say? And what does it sound like? If you're gonna speak birdfolk, you have to like speak like
Speak birdfolk.
how it- that's the one. I mean, yeah.
That's funny.
I'll allow. Well, let's try to speak birdfolk. Let's see what happens. What do you want to say? You don't have to speak.
Do
like
it.
a bird.
Squawk. Do it. Earn it. Work for it.
Rock off! You're fucked!
I don't know if I have to say anything.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, here. You didn't have to do the duck sound before you say anything. Hey there, birdie.
How are you doing that?
It's under Discord. If you go down to the bottom, there's a little megaphone. It looks like you hover over that, and then there's these different sounds
Do we
you
need
can play.
to take a 5-minute break while you figure out birdfolk.
No, I'm fluent.
What do you want to ask?
I say, what's your problem?
Oh, holy shit! You can speak? That's insane. Yeah,
Apparently it is.
Not a safe place. I'd get out of here if I were
I'm
you.
just standing there watching him squawk back and forth. Raven.
Can you elaborate?
I mean, bad vibes, man. Children come in. Tasty pies come out. I'd get out. I'd fuck off if I were you.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Are you going to tell us anything? We're just looking at you funny, like you were just making a bunch of bird sounds.
I didn't get any useful information.
Hey!
What?
Hey!
What?
Did you? You didn't stumble across any clothes, did you?
Oh yeah, I did. And then I opened my backpack and I raised the clothes up in the air. Are you talking about these?
Yeah. Where'd you get those?
My friend Xeris gave it to me, and I point at Xeris, the short one.
Where did
Short one.
he
X4.
get those? Did you guys steal my? I mean, why would you take that?
These are yours?
You should probably put those back. He flies away. Put it back, asshole!
You're the asshole. I put them back in my backpack.
Are you going to tell us any of this stuff?
Al just looks at everyone and says, I didn't get anything insightful from him. I think we should go inside.
Okay.
You'll notice, I guess, since you speak Raven, that anytime Des has ever squawked, it's never made any sense to you.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like have you seen those videos of like a Middle Eastern man doing like an American accent, but they're just speaking gibberish?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Where it sounds like
Like
he's
like
got
what
like the
what
tone and the
English? Yeah,
inflection.
like what English sounds like to non-English
But
speakers.
yep, but like not in a single actual word.
Since apparently you speak Raven.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
What are we? What's the plan here?
Yeah, I guess we're going towards the windmill.
You guys have control of your characters, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is
Alright,
what
just making.
this is
Sometimes
what
it
Al
bugs
hears.
out.
This is what Al hears whenever Des speaks.
Yeah. This is exactly what I was. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, the door is wide open on this windmill.
I suggest to the team, let's circle it first and just make sure there's nothing outside. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start walking around it. Looking.
Alright, yeah, you see like some steam like coming out, like there's a fire burning on the inside. Like an oven, something cooking. Smells good too. You get a good whiff of, like a fresh pie or a cake or something. Coming from inside. Looking around the outside. I guess the outside does look pretty like rugged and torn. It's not smooth. So it does look climbable and like easily climbable at that.
Okay. Are there any doors to what might be perceived as a basement? I'm just looking for anything like that. Any other entrances or exits?
From the outside, no entrances. You just see you got your front door. Going up like a couple flights, you have like some scaffolding. Let me see.
How many stories does it appear to be?
About like maybe like 4 or 5 stories.
Okay.
It's tall, and I mean, yeah, up on the first floor, you got some scaffolding. Yeah,
Okay.
I think just
All right.
that first floor.
I tell everyone, do y'all smell the pie? Anyone? Smell a pie?
Yeah, I definitely smell it.
Yeah.
Maybe someone's home. Let's go see.
Let's take a look. Al?
Guys,
Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think I'm going to walk in. I think I'm going to spider climb up the wall on the outside to the scaffolding. Are there windows up there?
Let's take a look. Oh wait,
I'll just fly up there with him.
Whoa.
Did I
Al
pause?
stays outside.
Okay.
Who?
Al.
There are. Hold on, let me pull in Constantine. There are windows. Can you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see.
Can everybody
Yeah,
see
so I'm gonna-
Constantine's screen?
I'm gonna walk around that. I'm gonna walk around that whole platform. Same thing, just looking in windows, seeing what I can see.
Oh, okay, you have control.
I do.
Let's see. Yeah, looking through the window, you see a like 30, 40-year-old woman. She's not like drop dead gorgeous, but she's got some striking figures. She's cute.
Are the windows
she's-
glass? Sorry.
The windows are made of like glass and with like a wooden frame. Where were we? She's pushing around a few old bones, and she's stirring up a cloud of white dust with her broom. She's wearing a bloodstained, flour-caked apron, and she has a long, sharp bodkin impaling her bundled up hair. The dirt-caked windows allow very little light to enter this 8-foot-high chamber, most of which is taken up by a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling in the center of the room. A stone staircase continues up towards the sound of loud cackling. Okay. Let's go back. Is Constantine trying to do anything in
Can
this
I get
moment?
up to the second floor on the outside? I'm gonna spider climb up and
You're gonna keep
or to
climbing
the
up?
next floor. Yeah.
Okay. We'll have you climb up and we will, but first we'll go downstairs.
Okay.
Oh shit, where'd everybody go? We lost Al.
Al's gone.
Al's back. Where we lost Zaris? What the hell happened? Absolute Narnia. Okay, you guys are back. Was Dez upstairs with
Yes. So he's flying
Okay.
around visible
So we'll leave,
upstairs.
we'll leave Dez up there. You guys are down here. Don't forget you have Kaylin. Did you guys enter?
Before we enter, I just mentioned Al reveals that he didn't think he could actually speak bird, but at the scent of the pies, he realizes that everything he understood from the bird might have been true. And so he says, "Hey, so the bird told me not to go in. If we go in, good."
So you told the party. The bird said it was fine to go in
At first, because I didn't believe
at first. So you
and now I'm
didn't believe
revealing.
him, so you lied, and now you're going back and revealing that you had lied.
Yes.
Malachi. How does Malachi react to this?
Pretty unfazed. I'm chilling.
Unfazed?
The guy just lied to you.
Okay.
I'll admit I was reading something. Just 5-second recap. Who lied?
Who, for just now?
Yeah, sorry. Who lied?
No, you're fine. Sorry, I forgot his name. Alfredo had a conversation with the bird, and the bird said, like, hey, it's, fuck off, there's dangerous
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
here,
yeah.
bad vibes.
And he said that he didn't get
Al-
anything
Yeah, Al came back
Important
to the
for
party
him.
and said, like, yeah, he said it's good to go inside.
But now
to the
Al
party.
is repenting of his lie, and he's
And
telling you
now
the truth.
you guys approach, and Al like is like,
Yeah. Al said I didn't know
Um,
I could actually speak bird.
the bird actually said not to go in.
So why did you lie about it?
I didn't necessarily lie. I
You said you
just
didn't get
didn't
anything insightful, and now you're
I
saying
didn't.
the opposite. Are you lying now?
I didn't. I'm not lying now. I just didn't think I could actually speak to a bird. So I didn't really put faith into what I was hearing in my head until I smelt the pies.
All right. Are we going in after that?
Yeah,
Anything else need to
that
be-
can just be as we're walking. I'm thinking.
The ground floor has been converted into a makeshift kitchen, but the room is filthy. Baskets and old dishware are piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a peddler's cart, a chicken coop, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. In addition to the clucking of the chickens, you hear toads croaking. The sweet smell of pastries blends horribly with the stench that burns your nostrils. The awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel in the center of the room. Warmth issues from a brick oven against one wall, and a crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from it. Shrieks and cackles from somewhere higher up cause the old mill to shudder.
Does it look like the cart or the lady that we saw in the second story? Does it look like the same cart we saw knocking door to door in Barovia?
Yeah, that is the same exact cart.
I'm glad we didn't eat those pastries.
Holy cow. Good recall.
It was a very good recall, what the hell.
I just remember you talking about pastries. And in my head, I was like, they're hags.
Yeah,
But I don't actually.
I did not think, I didn't even think I gave you enough information, but good to know.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in. I'd probably wait till Constantine and Des got back from scouting the windows and stuff.
All right. Anybody on the ground floor want to do anything?
There's
No.
somebody on the second floor and more cackling above that.
Stairs are in the inside, yes? Or are there stairs along the outside to doorways?
I think just windows, scaffolding and windows.
I'll walk in.
Yeah, you walk in, you kind of look around, you notice small human bones littering the flagstone floor.
Pastries are people.
I turn around to the group and say, let's kill anything that breeds in this windmill.
Do we want to wait for Constantine to get back from his scouting? More information's always better.
Fair enough.
We will go back upstairs. Constantine was going up to the third
Whatever the next set of windows were, because I could hear
floor.
something up there.
And you can get Des in here, right? So yeah, Constantine's able to, easily. Basically just walk up. However, what is Constantine's strategy for climbing up the side of this?
It probably looks like those cheap karate movies from the past, when they do the like they're hanging on a wire but
Mm-hmm.
barely touching it. Yeah. I guess I look like Spider-Man. And I just want to go up and is this the second floor now or whatever that is? I'm gonna look in the window. Not step in front of the window. I'm just looking around stealthily to see what I can see in the room.
Yes. Dancing around a thick wooden gear shaft in the center of this cramped circular room are two young women wearing silk shawls and gowns of stitched flesh. Long needles stick out of their tangled mops of black hair. The women cackle with glee. In a rotting wooden closet are 3 crates, stacked one atop another, with small doors set into them. Next to the closet is a heap of discarded clothing. A ladder climbs to a wooden trapdoor in the 9-foot-high ceiling. A moldy bed with a tattered canopy stands nearby.
I'm gonna go up to the 3rd floor. See what I can see.
Yeah, you've reached the windmill's peak, a dome chamber filled with old machinery. There's not much room to move around. Light slips into this attic through small holes in the wall, and there's actually no windows, so I don't know how you know all of that. But
Okay, got it. All right.
You can sense that through the walls. Stop it, Al. Okay, what is Constantine?
I am going to go all the way back down to the party without passing in front of any of the windows. And when I get down there, they're inside right now?
Sorry, you said you went down to 1st floor?
Yeah, I'm going to go all the way back down to catch up with the party, and I'm going to do it so that I don't pass in front of any of the windows.
Oh, okay. What is Alt Cable launching up there? Sorry, pulling you back in. Yeah, you're able to make it back down to the ground floor.
I'm gonna. Hey, everybody, come here. Let me tell you something.
And I'm also before that, I'm gonna need a D20 from Malachi.
Luke, you still there?
Yeah, he
My
rolled.
bad. Didn't know my mic was muted. 14.
Oh, sorry. It's not showing on my screen, everybody.
Okay, we will. This is lame-o, but this is what it is. Oh my god. I'm sending. What the heck is all this shit you sent me?
I think it was we were talking about something earlier. Oh, when we were talking about bird
Oh, the
folk,
bird.
I had talked to
Oh,
ChatGPT
yeah.
about it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I sent you a thing, and sorry, go ahead, Constantine.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell everybody, hey guys, there are 3 hags. No, I guess I don't say hags. There are 3 women in this building. One's on the 2nd floor, and she looks like she's baking pies made out of people. And there are 2 on the 3rd floor, and they are dancing around like lunatics wearing people skin.
As I said when you were gone, let's destroy them all
Sounds like, yeah. they
immediately.
Need to go.
Let's shut it down.
Oh, I didn't know we were superheroes. Okay,
Yes, we are.
They're eating kids, though.
they're not my kids.
They're not just eating them; they're selling
I'm
them for
already
profit.
very unhappy with you, Al. I'm trying to figure out how my character's gonna behave. We're getting close. I'm trying to figure it out.
Al goes along with the party.
Hmm.
What are you guys doing?
I need to start walking up these steps and get some distance from Al. I need to let out some
When I
anger.
step inside, I'm assuming I'm going to notice the cart as well, or somebody will mention to me that it's the same cart that we saw.
Oh yeah. Once you mention the
Okay, I'm going to try to recall, do any of the 3 women that I saw, were they the same person that was pushing the cart?
Let's see. Did you guys get a good look? You kind of just like
We were in
yeah.
passing.
Yeah, we kind of just kept going.
You can give me a. You know, there's a pretty good chance that you would recognize a woman. You know, pretty, you know, like a DC 10, right? But it is possible that you just, you know, especially in your condition, didn't notice. But okay, we'll say DC 12. For you specifically, and perception, yeah. Oh yeah,
9, I guess.
you still have disadvantage. I forgot. Yeah, you just can't tell.
I can't tell.
Oh, did Xeris? That's right. Would Xeris also get a look at her?
I mean, if not, that's what Zaris assumes anyway. So even if it's not, or if it is,
Well, yeah, because Xeris would be at 10, and he had his Raven up there, so yeah, Xeris recognizes one of the women, in the upstairs as the cart peddler.
okay. So yeah, I just yeah. So I believe it was the same people knocking door to door, selling human
Okay.
pastries.
Human.
I'm right behind Luke.
Alright, let me get Luke in here.
Yeah, I'm more or less. I mean, I'm blind rage. I mean, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna anything. I'm going straight
Well,
there to.
as you're blind raging up the stairs, there's that middle-aged woman in front of you. Oh, hello.
Can I touch her?
Are you
Can I
here?
walk up to her? Can I
I
ignore?
mean, you
Can I ignore her
are
attempts
on the
at?
stairwell, walking up.
Is she on the stairwell?
She's like, she was looking like she's about to go down the stairwell, so she's like almost, she's not necessarily surprised, but you know, she didn't expect you to be coming up the stairs at this exact moment. Would you? She kind of takes a step back towards the center. Would you like some pie? 1 gold. 1 gold per pie. They're really good.
They taste great. They'll make you feel great too.
I'm ignoring everything and walking towards her. I want to be in melee range.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, I think I just figured it out.
Or figured what out?
Not in character, but I think if you eat the pies, you turn into a raven. I mean, I don't have any fear that anybody's going to eat a pie, so I don't feel necessary to spout that out.
I
But
was
will if
I was thinking it was a druid up until that point, like a wild shaped druid. But yeah, no, I'm full hooded up. I'm just almost not even listening. I'm almost kind of looking at the ground just as I walk up, and I'm just trying to get in melee range. I can see that
I
you're
mean,
trying.
yeah, you're.
What if she's charmed?
They're cooking
It's-
children. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Is there anything I can do to help? Oh, you lots of customers.
Who is next in line behind Constantine?
Me.
Xeris.
Let me get Al in here. Oh, Al is up in Narnia. Why?
What? I'm
I see
inside.
Al. I see Al in the bottom floor with us. He's kind of off to the left.
What?
I see him off to the left
Oh.
of Zaris.
My bad. Sorry. I'm in here all by myself. Let me get you guys in here.
Oh, you're in the next
Oopsie.
room.
That's why
Gotcha.
I was like, what are you doing? You're in melee range. Okay.
Oh, I've been in melee range the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
casting
I
it.
think I think I might send, just like while we started going up, I was gonna send
Al,
Dez to the top just to watch the ladies
I
dancing
can't get
and stuff.
inside.
you're not inside, Al. It's it's cramped. Stop it. You're like down behind Xeris. You can't see up here. Stop.
Al has turned into a raven.
No,
Gee.
he didn't.
She has no armor. She just looks like a normal woman. Just
Yeah, you know, normal. Her clothes are a little ragged, but I mean, you don't notice anything like, unless you want to do like you can do a perception to try and what are you trying to glean?
if she's easy to kill, or if she's a threat.
Yeah, if you're trying to gauge threat level, I'm gonna need a that would be survival, I guess, right?
insight maybe.
19.
Could be insight.
19 for
but,
survival.
I mean, on a survival,
I guess survival would be if she poses a threat to
let's
me.
see. Yeah.
Not
you're
if
kinda
Survival
she's-
says allows you to follow tracks, forage, find a trail, and avoid natural hazards.
Yeah, so like in this situation, you're kind of way out in the middle of nowhere, right? Probably like half a day from any town or safeguard. Floors littered with bones. There's this woman in front of you. There's two women up above you. Very tight quarters too. So you have spellcasters. Everybody else is not as tanky as you are. Just all of these factors. You know, you don't know, and you do not know what this woman is. She a vampire? You don't know. Are all three of them vampires? You don't really know that. You don't know what they are. Are they just commoners?
But it's very obvious.
I'd say pretty unlikely that they're commoners.
It's very obvious that they're cooking children.
I mean, there's child's bones
People,
all
at
over the
least.
floor. Or people
I'd
in
say,
general.
yeah. I mean, you guys can
I don't.
assume that, yeah.
I mean, I'm already like really mad at like I'm about ready to attack Al, so I just I'll put
Well, Al, did you tell us that the Raven told you that people go in and pies come out?
No.
he didn't tell us that,
Okay.
but he did it well he tried to say that he wasn't lying, but kind of did lie.
You're
Anyway,
full of all kinds of
I'm
deception.
trying to figure out how my character is going to handle that, but I really don't want to attack Al, so I need to figure out a way that my character can deal with liars, and that's something I need to do. These women are cooking children. I'm in melee range, so like I'm just envisioning myself walking up the steps, and she's just nagging on, and I'm gonna place my hand on her shoulder, and I'm gonna attempt to just kind of place it, and then I'm thinking about the other two up top, so I'm just gonna place my hand on her shoulder, and then just kind of attempt to keep walking. But as I place it on her shoulder, I'm gonna cast inflict wounds at the 2nd level.
Okay. I'm gonna let you. What do you said you placed your hand on? I'm gonna let you like what? You grab her and like maybe push her back. Kinda guide her.
Total. Like I'm thinking
Nonchalant.
so nonchalant. Like hood is up. I'm just in a these people are eating people and serving people to the community, which we kind of talked about downstairs. So I'm thinking I'm just walking through. This is just a woman who's cooking and eating people. So I'm just gonna place a hand on her, and then I'm fully convinced that this is just gonna drop her dead. And my intention is to not lose any momentum and to just keep walking upstairs, whether it kills her or not. Obviously, if it doesn't kill her and she retaliates, then we'll go from there. But like my full intention is to kind of like aura farm, and I'm just gonna like.
Gotcha.
It's the hardest hitting spell I have. Like I mean, if it hits, I guess it could critically miss, but if it hits, I don't know. She'd have to have quite a bit of help. Unless
Yeah.
it was just a
So
horrible
she
roll.
doesn't even have a chance to react. So we will go ahead and roll for initiative. Let's see. How do we want to do? Also, we might have
it was
to
so
actually
close. So close.
pause right here. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm not gonna be able to run through a whole combat. It's 11:30, so we will pick up here with the full party. The 5 of you will have Al is like next in line downstairs, and then the Tinkerer behind him.
Does
we'll have
initiative?
Kalen.
Oh, continue before I can ask questions once we call it.
What were you asking about initiative?
How does initiative affect if combat is started by me? Like, do I get that cast off and then initiative goes into play, or is Constantine going first? Because we weren't in combat until I wanted to cast the spell,
yeah,
right?
the way rules is written, there's no way to cast it, but I like to do it kind of Baldur's Gate style, where you get that cast off, so you get like that free attack, but when it comes back to you, you don't have that action.
Okay. No, that seems fair.
Until the next round.
So then
round 1, like you'll get that. I'll let you get that cast, right, as you described. And then it'll go to Constantine, and then it'll go back to you. But you'll have movement speed and a bonus action, but you won't have your action.
Good deal.
And until you guys start abusing that or trying to cheese it, but I think that's more than fair.
I'm more doing it because I'm envisioning my character as very blind angry right now, and like was about to attack Al, and so it's just like the addedness of these women cooking people.
Yep.
I'm just like, okay,
It's
I'm gonna
almost
divert.
like a blind
I'm gonna divert this
just
rage.
clouded.
Yeah.
Gotta relieve the stress.
Exactly.
Yeah. We will pick up in the windmill where Malachi is assaulting a young